Hello, my beautiful freaking angels. I miss you guys so fucking much. Okay, it's the 13th of October. First things first, can we please together light your candle? I was feeling a purple vibe. Then light the incense. Okay, before we pick the groups. Let's do that. Okay, I love doing this with you guys. Beautiful ritual. Man, I'm so excited. It's been a crazy intense few months. Okay, so these were the ones that I picked out. I'm feeling called to this one. Okay, so this one is, it's called Siddhartha from the Mother's India fragrance. I love these ones, they last a long time, they're organic. Heavenly Lang Lang, Cheerful Neroli, Roses. This is all flowers. Well, that's nice. Let's pick this one. I hope you're all doing amazing. Oh, I love that. I'm just smudging the table. I do it often, but it's nice to do it together. Now, let me explain to you guys. After all that, let me put this here. You know, let me pause. Put your incense down and come back. Alright, just put your incense in the holder. For fuck's sake, okay. It's 6:30. Guys, listen, it's October 13th, 6:13 a.m. Okay, so there's been so much that's been going on the last 2 months, just over 2 months. There was a peak that hit on August 7th when I did Cluster 2 Lionsgate portal reading. It was very, very intense. And those of you who've been following the saga with the neighbours, I don't want any association with them. They, in very Uranus style fashion, like lightning, moved in, I think on the 10th, like a few days after, and I didn't know, and it had a massive impact on me. It shocked me. It really felt like post-traumatic shit. There's a lot of triggers came up, and there was a lot of intense shit that came up within me, to the point where, I'll keep it simple, I had like 3 nervous breakdowns in 1 week because of the shit that I went through with them. 4 months of fucking noise torture, just the kind of people they were to deal with, you know. A lot of the triggers that were coming up for me around fear of violence and shit like that from when I was a kid, and a lot of my own personal shit intermixed with that, and the full moon in Aquarius hit. I seriously hit borderline insanity. It was fucking crazy. But so what's happened since then is, obviously I've recorded Cluster 3 and I finished off the Lionsgate portal reading. So where we're at now, I haven't posted since July or August. I was in a beautiful routine, you know, long story, a lot of shit's been going on, but yeah, they're moving in just kind of had a really weird, intense impact on me and my rhythm and routine. And because my bedroom where I'm at now, this is the only place I have to do these readings, and I set it up even though I'm not where I'm staying now. I don't want to be here, obviously long term. It's not my home, it's temporary, but I kind of made do with what's available and set up a, you know, comfortable space and peaceful space, and launch this beautiful child of mine, this beautiful baby of mine, Divine Essence Tarot, and it was amazing. And yeah, it just got really thrown off track with that. And another thing that happened that week, which came up in the reading, I told you I feel like I'm going on this this journey with some of you together. And ever since they moved in, I just haven't. That's why I'm whispering, because it's very close. Like, fucking hate it. The like windows and the side of their home is literally like 2.5-3 meters away from my bedroom window, and I can hear them sometimes, and I just hate it. I love my fucking privacy, especially when I'm doing my readings for you guys. So it's had a big impact on me too, like around, you know, repression of my voice and expression and all this shit. So I've had a lot to deal with the last couple of months, but I finished landscape portal reading, and then I did another one after that, but I still haven't posted them. I don't know why. And I did a little intro explanation to explain what happened with the landscape portal reading. I just have to put it all together, but I feel like doing a reading tonight, and I'm gonna post this before I post the others. It's a weird sequence and order, but whatever, it is what it is. So with all that, I hope you guys are doing amazing. This reading is going to be what do you need to hear right now. I even kept from my last reading in August, I think it was, my purple setup. I like to change it for every reading, but I'm just feeling very organic, very go with the flow. I'm not going to overthink shit. I was in this kind of mood and energy yesterday too, of like, you know, sometimes you do rituals or things a certain way or whatever. Some people are more, you know, methodical like that, even when it comes to, you know, spirituality, which is meant to be more feminine energy and free flowing and not linear or structured. But some people respond to that, and I did a little, you know, I don't follow books or any of that sort of thing. I just do what my heart and soul and intuition says. I'm very go with the flow like that. I'm very Piscean like that. I have a lot of Pisces energy in me. I am an Aquarius, but I'm on the Aquarius Pisces cusp, and I'm Pisces rising, and I'm Pisces Venus, Pisces Mars. I have a lot of that in me. So tonight as well, like, even I had some new backgrounds that I bought a couple of months, actually back in August, like early mid-August, that I've been meaning to use, and I've been feeling the colors blue and orange, so I'm definitely going to do that for the next reading. But I haven't gotten around to cleaning them properly and smudging them until tonight, and it's just, I don't know, it's just been weird with my tarot readings lately, but I need to get back into it. And here we are. I don't know why I'm feeling strongly called to this one. It's a beautiful Labradorite, but yeah, so that's why the setup's still similar. I had a pink candle there, and I just felt purples tonight for some reason. Okay, so that's a good tea, my loves. Let's pick your clusters, pick your card. Hello, my beautiful angels. I hope you're all doing amazing. I've missed you guys so fucking much. These are your 3 groups, cards, clusters. It may take a while for the word cluster to grow on people, but I just really want to avoid using the word pile, because it honestly reminds me of a pile of shit. The word. And it's not a fucking pile, it's a freaking card. It's not a pile of anything. I fucking hate that word, and I hate doing what people do just because people do it. I'm not a fucking crowd follower. I'm a fucking Aquarius, baby. I do my own thing. So with that being said, these are your 3 freaking beautiful clusters. Why cluster? Because it's like a cluster of stars, exactly like this grape agate. You know? It's a cluster, and all the cards that come out are all related, and you're all stars, and, you know, at the end of the day, we're all cosmic beings, right? So, cluster 1, we have a Shattuckite. Very, very good with intuition and divination and connecting with your higher self. It's meant to be a very strong, powerful divination, spiritual medium kind of tool. Crystal. This is Labradorite, as we know. Again, wow, didn't realize I picked these kind of high vibrational crystals. Connects you with your 3rd eye, crown chakra, intuitive psychic energies, all that sort of thing, higher self consciousness. And the 3rd one, I believe this is apatite, blue apatite. I think it is. I'll double check the name and I'll let you know. Okay, let's start your readings. I'm so excited. Hello, my beautiful cluster 1, group 1, card 1. I hope you're doing amazing. Guys, as I was, I've got a bunch of decks here, tarot and oracle cards. For some reason I felt drawn to, with this deck, Angels and Ancestors. I was putting a couple of cards back in the deck before I pulled them out, and I just felt called to draw one card per group. So your one is Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded, okay? Let's see. So I'll put that there. Can you see that? Let me see. Sorry. Okay. Can't see. Okay. Shattuckite. Rewild. Let your soul's garden grow wild. Settling yourself. Oh, sorry. See? Settle. Grounded. Okay, so by letting your soul out and free, this is reminding me of the Judgment card in the Light Seers Tarot. It may come up. Also the Sun card. There's a few cards in the Light Seers deck that have this freedom about them, with the energy of like freedom, letting out your soul, your spirit kind of thing. Let your soul's garden grow wild, setting yourself free and allowing mysteries to surprise you. Wow, this is like giving big, very grounded and rooted, confident, very sure. Faith and surrender. Like this, whatever this energy is giving me like very, very strong. Wow, okay, very strong, powerful energy, but of surrender, like on a heart, feeling it in my heart and soul, like deep. And I feel like the deeper we get into this reading, the deeper we're going to get into the heart and soul of whatever this message is meant to be, whatever message is meant to come out. Wow, and we did say psychic energy, and third eye we said with the Labradorite, but I mean, this is all in the same arena, and look at that, an emerald kind of colour, similar to this. It's green, greenish hues with the third eye. That's interesting. I'll get into that in a sec, but there's a very, very strong, powerful, intense call from the depths of your soul and spirit to surrender in a very strong and powerful way. But in order to do that, you also need to be kind of equally, if not more, strongly and powerfully grounded and rooted in your energy and your soul and your spirit. Very interesting. Okay, now, where am I? Put these here. Cool, can you see? Oh, I think that's it. Yay. This is good. I think you can see. Sorry. Okay. Wow. I just pulled this piece out that I had from a couple of years ago, so I'm gonna put another candle going next to yours. I'm gonna light it up. Light it up. Palo Santo, I think I mentioned it. Didn't I mention the name? It's a very strong smell. This, maybe that's what some of you guys need, some very strong, not very strong, because very strong with what I'm about to say, and maybe I'll pull on my herbal astrology deck now, is like ayahuasca, or I don't know, I think it's called devil's trumpet or something. There's some crazy intense herbs out there, but that's right, you guys are my beautiful souls that I attract. Very powerful, very high vibrational souls. I forget that you guys are my beautiful, powerful, intense, very high vibrational souls here. So yeah, Palo Santo is strong and distinct, so there's some correlation to your reading, but it's very cleansing, you know, but there's a sweetness to it. There's many elements to this. There's like a pine, this is interesting. Some of you guys may feel called to connect deeper with like the forest, the woods, nature, trees, various elements. Maybe some of you guys are studying like herbalism or herbal medicine, plants, just connecting deeper with the earth. This is interesting because I did a quick reading on my personal let's connect with this fire energy right now Instagram page earlier, and similar messages came through just around connecting with earth, spirit, and your soul. Wow. Cleanse your energy, my loves. Let's cleanse. Maybe some of you guys are in need of a nice, good, strong, powerful purge and aura energetic filled soul fucking cleanse, but it feels very nice because Palo Santo's cleansing is meant to invite high vibrational energy. That's right, I had nature spirits come up in the other reading on my personal page. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys have found me on here because I didn't promote this page on there. Very interesting. Maybe you're feeling drawn to connect with these kind of with incense or smoke, or work with these elements of like smoke and fire. A lot of you guys are my shamans and medicine women and men and channels and mediums and all that sort of thing. Very strong psychic energy, powerful souls. This is nice. I'm gonna leave this here. Let's get started. Yeah, I don't know why I rarely do current energy with oracles, but I felt drawn to with this. Start with this. This is my Seasons of the Witch Letha Oracle. Current energy, my loves. Let's have a look at your current energy. What is your current energy? The moon's in Aquarius at the moment, which is my natal sun. I'm not feeling that, I'm feeling this more. And then let's get this. Hopefully I can get back into a rhythm, a routine. See how that jumped out? 5 of Wands. There's some interesting conflicting energy going on, but it feels, again, it feels intense, but good, you know? Some of you guys may be going through something intense at the moment, and you know, you will be, or you are going through, or you need to, I mean you will anyway, or for those of you who aren't aware, you will need to go through something as equally powerful and intense on the opposite end of it. So in terms of love and light and high vibrational energy, just to balance the energies out. So let's look at your current energies. Yeah. Lemonades. Make the most of your situation by opening your mind to new possibilities. Some of you are going through something on a deep soul level, and you may be unfamiliar and strange. I know exactly what that's like. But yeah, that's where the faith thing kicks in. Hang on, let me just get up. Check this. Camera positioning. Camera. Here we go. Gorgeous. Let's do that. Yep. One of these days I'll get this right and have this be a nice seamless experience. Okay, good. Summertime sound. Oh, by the way, as I was getting ready, I was singing that superstitious song. Very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Summer berries. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. Some of you are maybe feeling tempted to, yeah, maybe when I said ayahuasca, could have something to do with it, like push through your soul's ascension journey, spiritual awakening, whatever, a bit faster, because maybe you feel very connected to things on a deep soul level and it feels very right, and you have the faith and all that sort of thing, and surrender, and there's a deep knowing within you, and intuition's being awakened and all that sort of thing, and you want to, you know, you're meant to get somewhere high or deep or whatever, and you want to you'd be tempted to push through it, but it's the advice here with this card is enjoy the ride. in its organic, natural, pure state. Didn't I said this at the start of the reading in the intro. I was just feeling like very organic, natural, go with the flow, not following rules, just very, very go with the flow. And this candle that I have here, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see? Yeah. Can you see that? Oh no, that's that. I've got another candle here. This one. And that's the one I use for, it's kind of like this black cosmos vibe. It's what I use, it's my personal connection with your, you know, divine teams, I call them, which is composed of whatever divinity, the creator of the universe, your higher souls, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, higher souls, and all that, animal spirits and all that. And it's been going crazy, so it's confirming what I'm saying. Okay, that's how I read that, and people connect with the intuition, their psychic energy. Tarot readers connect with you know, divination in their own way. We connect with different nature elements: fire, smoke, earth, water, whatever. All right, our psychic, intuitive channeling in our own way. So when that goes off as a confirmation, when I'm saying something, I'm interpreting it that way because I'm feeling it that way in the moment. And we each have our own way of connecting with these various elements and interpret them in our own way. So, you know, some people may take a flame going like that as like, I don't know, warning or whatever, I don't know. I'm just giving an example. Or as a message of like, hey, my ancestors want to tell me something, whatever. No, in this moment I took it as they're confirming this strong message that I'm delivering to you now. Do not rush it. Go with the flow. I'm gonna grab the herbal astrology deck because I feel it. I feel like there's something in there for you guys. Give me 1 sec. Very superstitious, runners on wall. Interesting, because I don't even have that in my playlist, and I really listen to it. So just give me a sec. I'm gonna grab the astrology. Oh man. Okay. Writings on the it's all good. All right. I'll pull from this in a sec. Let me. Yeah, some of you may have a new idea that's come to during this purging. This. Oh wow, it's a lot of sadness. Okay. Let me lay these out. You may be tempted to act on some kind of a new idea that you've channeled or whatever, but the advice is stay the course. Let it happen freely and intuitively and organically. Some of you guys are dealing with some intense sadness at the moment. You may be feeling kind of intensely sad, purging, while listening to this. For some reason, somehow, your ancestors, I just heard, your spirit guides, your intuition have guided you to this reading. And I'm just confirming. Which one do I want to hold? Kind of all these for some reason. Feeling drawn to lapis, angelite, and labradorite. Okay, let's go with that. There's a lot of inner conflict going on an energetic level. I think you may be aware of it to some degree, or you may feel it as highs and lows energetically, trying to move forward, break free, perhaps even from this sadness, or to get to the next chapter, next level, the next path, but something keeps holding you back. And yeah, I keep hearing inner demons, so this could be some remaining dark energy. I know it's really difficult, whatever you're going through now. There's a lot of sadness and despondence and grief and despair. It's a very painful, but I knew this from the start when I got up to here, that you guys, I mean, this is me. This is something, again, that I can relate to, because I've been through a lot of intense, dark, painful shit, but, and those of us usually that go through this stuff and are aware and conscious enough in this lifetime that we need to feel them and experience them and purge them. Very intense, deep pain and darkness. A lot of us are old souls. We've been here for a long time, so it's kind of like picking up where we left off in past lives. This is stuff that's not unfamiliar. You know, it's always painful and dark and intense. But use this reading as a confirmation of what you already know, that it's meant to be this painful and dark and extreme and intense, because you're meant to then clock into the polar opposite energy in very intense, high vibrational, powerful energy, okay? And you can't get there, and you can't connect your soul and your spirit and your heart, your mind and your body and your thoughts and your feelings and your energy and your consciousness and your subconscious with that higher vibrational energy if you're not feeling and experiencing and purging and alchemizing its polar opposite in low vibrational dark energy. Intense, powerful, extremely painful. I understand. We're the powerful, intense souls who I keep attracting you guys. I love it because I have first-hand experience with this stuff, and so you know, we can relate to each other. Like, you may be going through this tough time at the moment, having to purge and heal these emotions, but really with the Knight of Pentacles, what you're doing is, you know, metaphorically, you're planting seeds within your soul, the treasures of your soul, to bloom and to grow and to be harvested. Oh, harvest. Yeah, okay, there you go, that correlates. Let me just finish what I was saying. To be harvested in a beautiful way, but it has to be done. You have to allow it. That's right, because the Knight of Pentacles is about, you know, steady progress, discipline. You're doing, you know what needs to get done, you're doing it. You're not rushing, you're just doing it, giving it its right time. This is a very Capricorn energy. It's interesting because Pluto has just gone back direct into Capricorn today, and will be here until November 19th, so another month and a bit before she moves into Aquarius, where I feel like probably that's the point, not necessarily, for some of you guys that's the point at which things are going to start shifting more in your favor and higher vibrational, but that's only for some of you. It doesn't have to be like that, or for some of you other guys that are watching this outside of this time frame of October, November 2024. I'm sure you'll be watching this most likely when Pluto's already in Aquarius, and so in which case there's some kind of significance a month from now, some significant astronomical, you know, planetary shift of energies that is gonna, for some of you, mark the shift of energy from low and dark and low vibrational into something high vibrational. But I feel like that's just for a small number of you, because it's a very specific detail. But yeah, don't fight the current, allow it all to flow, and that's exactly what the Five of Cups is about. The Five of Cups is about letting yeah, look at that, the meditation music I've got going now is called Emotional and Physical Pain Relief, Theta Waves. So there you go. Hopefully this background, you know, music is helping you, but you have to allow the emotions to run their course with the Five of Cups. You have to sit with the sadness and the grief, the sorrow, the hopelessness, the despondence, whatever you're going through. And when you're ready, when you're done, when you feel the purging is over, alright? You're in the middle of the pain, most of you now, I feel it. And you know this, you're probably in this energy coming here. And in your soul and your heart, I just pointed to my heart as I said this, you know this stuff is for you. But it's just, you're going through a funk at the moment. I've been through too many of those. I know exactly what that's like. I think I was in one earlier today. But you're starting to come out of, rise up out of the dense, dark, heavy pain that the Ten of Sorrows, wow, that the Ten of Sorrows brings, the Ten of Arrows, oh my god, the Ten of Swords, what the fuck's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys are going through sorrows that kind of feel like arrows in your heart or soul, but you know, you gotta go through it. Arrow, it's the only way you're gonna get up and ascend, okay? So that's your current energy. I think you're getting flashes and insights as you're navigating the flow and the waves and the terrain of this grief and sadness and dark energy and low vibrational energy within your subconscious and heart and soul. And you may be tempted to, as I said earlier, act on it, but it's like, no. Alright, while you're allowing this energy to flow naturally and organically, follow your intuition as to when it's right to move out of it and act. Don't pull out too soon, or don't try to jump to the finish line or ascend too soon, because that can have a negative impact, right? And I just got drawn to the physical pain part of the meditation music that I told you about. For example, and I'll start shuffling and pulling from herbal astrology deck as I speak. But for example, if you go too fast with ayahuasca, it can literally have very nasty negative physical side effects on you, and even fatality and death. So you want to be really careful with working with such strong plants. Let's see which plant wants to talk to you today. And so in the meantime, make the most of it. Okay, by opening your mind to new possibilities. That's exactly what the Ace of Swords is, actually. I forgot that I wasn't even looking at that wording. But I was going to say, make the most of it, go with the flow, and yeah, use it as an opportunity to observe, like shift into your eagle-eyes perspective, spirit, higher self, higher consciousness vantage point, and observe the emotions, observe yourself as you're going through this sadness, this grief, this despondence, this seeming unfairness, injustice, hopelessness, pain, grief, sorrow, and even the way it's taking its time, and all the push and pull energy you're feeling within you. I feel this is mostly internal, the Five of Wands. There's a dichotomous energetic push and pull, tug of war happening within you, but you kind of need to go through it so you understand. So as I said at the start of this reading with the intro, like how I had my 3 nervous breakdowns in a week and literally got tapped into some really dark realms within my subconscious, where I felt like I was borderline going insane. But my faith, oh wow, there you go, this is a very great example to use with this. But my faith and my groundedness and my knowing, I knew that, wow, fuck, I just realized, because that's exactly what I did. I jumped into my high vibrational, higher self, higher consciousness vantage point energy, and tried to observe the situation. Even though I had very limited emotional and mental capacity, and physical and spiritual at the time, beyond just existing in the moment, I knew that something was happening for my good, because I've been through so many of these intense purging and transformation cycles where I've been at the very bottom and, you know, transmuted and alchemized energy and vibrated higher as a result. So I traversed both extremes, and I always know that my spirit team, my guardian angels and all that have my back, and that I'm just being taken like the waves, and the push and the pull of the tides, I guess, within the waters and oceans of your subconscious. Yeah, I've been taken to so many places within the realms of my subconscious as an explorer, but it always feels painful and dark because it's meant to, and it's really hard to see that and understand that in the moment. But you're being called to now allow the pain to go through you, navigate, allow the push and pull between in the realms of darkness and between extremes to happen to you, so that you can know what it feels like, but always be very strongly grounded. So I was spending a lot of time out in nature in my backyard and calling on animal spirits to come visit me, and I had some birds come visit me. It was beautiful, and just really connecting with the sun and the sky and the clouds and the ground and the trees. Really hugging trees really helps calm down your nervous system. It was very intense, but yeah, there was an element of freedom to it, because it's like I surrendered my soul to it in whatever way I felt right at the time. And yeah, that bird, that looks similar, because I was getting some minor birds visit where they have they're like dark grey, brown and yellow beaks, so that's interesting. Sometimes we just need to come back to our basics, come back to our roots, come back to our home, and just do simple things. You know, that's part of that self-care. And that's what this lemonade's telling me as well. Like, while you're riding these waves, you know, whether you like it or not, this is what your higher self wants you to go through now. Take it easy on yourself. Get into baking, get into cooking, slow it down. And when you're doing these kind of things, like working in the kitchen, just numbing out, zoning out, cooking, you know, doing simple, seemingly mundane things like that, you're in a meditative state. And that's the theta waves. Again, the correlation with the music, because theta state is meditative. It's that state you're in between, like before you go to sleep, while you're still conscious and awake, but very sleepy and surrendering to the subconscious. Wow. So it's that state. Oh, okay, that's interesting. And when you wake up too, it's that in between being in dreamland, okay, and surrender to your higher self, soul, astral self plane. Sleep, and being awake and conscious. That's when you're going to get these insights, and you're going to be able to understand on a higher level, on a higher consciousness level, why these things are happening to you. Okay, well, let me read about Amanita for you. I'll hold it up so you can, oh god, here we go. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I think you can see that. So if you want to take a photo and pause and read it. Okay. I think you can see that. Let's see. Conduit, channeler, bridger of realities, connection to higher power. Didn't I tell you? That's exactly what Shattuckite energy. You're going through this intense dark pain and all that seems crazy and intense and impossible, whatever, because you're meant to be connecting with your very high vibrational medium, channeling, psychic, intuitive, divination kind of energies, whatever else you feel drawn to, plant medicine, shamanism, connection to higher power, celebration, coming home, family, awakening, Neptune, Pluto, Mercury, hallucinogenic plant medicine. Yeah, didn't I tell you at the start? I felt that. The ritual use of fly agaric is connected to the shamanic rites, I told you, found in Siberia and Central Asia. Among the Kodiak people, the shaman would ceremonially ingest fly agaric, enter a trance-like state. Yeah, I told you, this is why we have to go through these very intense, very painful, like for me it's felt like at times, and I even mentioned this in my personal page today just as a random part of a video. I'm like, if you haven't felt like you've literally fucking died while you're still alive and breathing, like it was meant to be a fun post, I'm like, I don't want to deal with you because it's like, you don't know what it's like, but that's exactly what it feels like, unfortunately, sometimes. And you know, because, and it comes back to that, you know, shaman's death, that a lot of people don't want to get into shamanism, as my eye is drawn to the book of shamanism reflected in my mirror that I'm looking at right now. Wow. We have to go through like a shaman's death, what they call like a soul death, where it borderline feels like you fucking died, which is what the Ten of Swords is, but deeper and more intense. So I guess one of the ways that can be expressed is if you have Ten of Swords energy merged with Five of Cups, it's really intensely painful. So, and then like you can add to it the Three of Swords and all this other shit, but it's really intensely painful. It was we're meant to go through these dark depths of the collective human, you know, earth spirit, you know, animal spirit, nature spirit, psyche and subconscious, so that when we're in other people's subconscious on a personal one-on-one level, we're not jarred, we're not surprised, we're not taken aback energetically, and we've already been to those dark depths, yeah, of the human psyche and subconscious, and cleared our own shit, any existing trauma and dark shit in these dark terrains, so that when we revisit them, we're clear of any sort of traumas on these very dark, you know, in these very dark depths and extremes and levels, that we're not jarred or affected by any dark energies, traumas, pains that we see psychically, clairvoyantly, that we experience psychically through other people's with the Neptune subconscious, right? So that we're able to more comfortably and easily and freely traverse this dark terrain within other people's subconscious, so that we're not sitting there going, oh, what the fuck is this dark shit, this is scary, I'm gonna pull out, you know what I'm saying? It's really intense. It's not like, not everyone goes through this. This is a very high vibrational, very intense, very powerful, very old souls like us. And I'm not surprised that these kind of messages are coming through to me to deliver to you, because I know what this shit is like. Okay, so yes, one of the things I observed when I was in these dark states as recently as, I think it was September last month, is, you know what, I'm meant to experience what it feels like to almost go insane, so that when I'm in someone else's subconscious who's experiencing some dark shit where they feel like they're borderline insane, or, you know, however they've come up with that term, insane, it's like, hey, I know what this feels like, you know, so I'm more equipped, I have more first-hand experience or lived experience to be able to help you in this terrain. You get what I'm saying? So it seems really dark and intense and painful and cruel at the time, and you may be aware that this is happening because your soul's meant to revisit this terrain later on to help people or whatever, and at the time you're going through this pain and having this realization through this observation, you're like, I don't want this, it's too painful, it's too intense, I don't want to do this fucking mission anymore, I don't want to do this service to people, I don't want this because it's too much, right? It's too much. Or if I'm meant to, I just slow it down, lessen the impact, it's too much, and so that's when you come back and ground, come back to nature, come back to yourself, slow it down yourself, do simple things, take care of your soul, of your body. Like, a lot of us are very intense, sacrificial kind of souls. Like, we've got a strong calling to go through these dark extremes within ourselves, within our psyche, within the divine subconscious, because we're meant to, and it's never pretty or fun. But, you know, I'm sorry, unfortunately we have to go through this pain, but always connect with your heart chakra, your love, do things that you love, stay grounded in nature, and it's going to help you. And finally, once it's over and you've mastered that lesson, that level, you feel a nice sense of freedom and relief and release, and you experience a higher vibrational energy and come back to a feeling and experience of that sacredness within your soul and spirit, and it just feels like such an amazing, beautiful, sacred honor. But it's like there are rites of passage to get in there. It's not everyone can do this sort of thing, and it's like you're entrusted because you're meant to do this powerful, intense, deep work from a sacred place, soul, spirit, and believe me, I know it may not feel like it at the time. I've been going through a lot of this type of shit within the last 2 months. But I feel like I finally started to come out of it late September, and then fucking Israel cunts hit South Lebanon, where I'm from, and it just because I was in the war in 2006 too, that's another thing. So it kind of triggered some shit, deep shit within me, and it took a while for these feelings to really come up, and I had to feel it and purge it and, you know, let it all out. And I just connected deeper with the energy there and the spirit of the beautiful, divine, sacred land there and the people there. And yeah, it's, these things are not happening to us, they're happening for us. And I know it seems really, really, really difficult and impossible to understand that while you're going through it, but believe me, like, don't think too far ahead. That's why it's, don't jump the gun. Don't think, okay, this is why it's happening, let me get out of it now. It's like, no, when this is happening to you, a bit of advice for you is just go with the flow, take it easy, slow it down, go spend time in nature, and take it one moment at a time. Because if it's anything like what I went through with my 3 nervous breakdowns in a week, and, you know, tasting what it's like to be fucking insane, it's really, really, really intense, and you don't have the capacity or energy to do much more than to just exist and slow it down in the moment and honor and pace yourself and take care of yourself, your spirit, your heart, your soul, your body, and just do things that make you happy and nourish your soul, okay, and energy in the heart. That's the best thing you can do at times like this, and then eventually, slowly, you'll come out of it. So yeah, it's taken me, I started to come back. I mean, up and down, it's been really up and down. I mean, fuck, my whole life's been really intense and up and down for the last 3 years in particular, since my, you know, spiritual awakening, but yeah. You get there, and then finally, as the clouds clear, you understand more and more, you know, and on a deeper level, why these things are happening or were happening or had to happen, and why you had to allow it to take its time in its natural, organic way. And it's going to be different for everyone, but there's certainly similarities with our experiences, our shared experiences. Yeah, it becomes clearer and clearer as the fog clears, the smoke clears, the clouds clear, why it had to happen in the way that it happened, and in the time that it happened, and the time that it took, you know. Wow, I could sit with you guys for fucking hours, that's the problem. I really wanted to do a short reading, but unfortunately I feel like with my YouTube readings, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I can't keep doing this. Yeah, the shaman would ceremonially ingest fly agaric, enter a trance-like state, and cross the gateway to the other worlds. Yeah. After which others would join him by consuming his urine to experience the psychoactive effects. Well, that's kind of crazy. Reindeer love this red-capped mushroom, and once they eat them, they behave drunkenly, twitch, make strange noises, and run aimlessly. Which is why it's important to be very fucking grounded, because some of these herbs and medicines can have a strong impact on you if you're not grounded. You can be taken away. There's a calling here I just felt to connect strongly with animal spirits, whichever animal spirits you feel drawn to. I'll grab one of my animal spirit decks and pull some for you at the end. This led to the custom of tribal peoples collecting and ingesting reindeer urine as a safer way of taking this hallucinogen. So some of you guys may feel called to always follow your intuition, This isn't advice in any way. This reading is just for entertainment purposes, I have to say it, but some of you may feel called to connect with like some kind of mushroom spirits and energies. Sorry, I was putting my tea down. You follow intuition and do what's safe and right for you. Yeah, there you go, see? Although Amanita is considered a deadly poison, the tradition of consuming this mushroom for enjoyment as an aphrodisiac or for medicinal properties is still common. Amanita was used medicinally to treat bites of venomous snakes. You know what I was going to say at the start of this? I was channeling the words as I was preparing my crystals and that. Cobra and Libra. So I don't know if they have relevance. Let's see. Joint ailments, mental imbalances, see? And psychological fatigue. Yeah, that's exactly what I went through. Since Amanita has been a medicine used ritualistically for divination, Shattuckite, extrasensory perception, channeling, and deep-rooted healing, healing, which is shamanism, it greatly embodies Neptune's and Mercury's archetype. Guidance, your channel is open. Beautiful. Yeah, you're opening deeper channels and energies within you, my loves. That's why you have to go through these things. We're both going on this journey together. I love it. So maybe that's why I felt drawn to Labradorite and Angelite, as though to remind you to connect with higher vibrational energies and crystals like Angelite, or being very strongly grounded and rooted in your energy. Okay. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come back home. I mentioned earth and nature spirits at the start, and then earth spirits again, the correlation with earth guardian. Not surprised here, my love. So very strong. If it's not clear by now, connect very, very strongly and much deeper with the energy and spirit of planet Earth and her other beings, plants, trees, nature. I mentioned nature elements at the start, so fire, air, water, earth, nature spirits as well, and the elementals and things like that, and animal spirits again. So I'm gonna definitely pull an animal spirit card deck for you. Yeah, you feel one with nature. There you go. And all her offspring. Didn't I just say that? That's fucking crazy. Your extended family. That's exactly how I felt when I was going through that stuff. I think it was like late August, early September, and I called on, you know, animals to come visit me, and I called on a lot of divine feminine energy to surround me, because that's something I've been missing a lot in my life, because I'm the only girl in a group of like brothers and a lot of masculine energy around. So that was nice to have that, and the birds are chirping now behind me as I speak because it's sunrise, 7 a.m. And especially when you're in that state and you connect deeper with nature, you have a more special and unique connection with the spirits and energies of nature and animals. So definitely connect with nature while you're going through this stuff. It really, really, really helps. It's beautiful. It's like you experience the energies, the divine / cosmic energies and spirits of nature and nature elements. All the things that I just mentioned, animals, nature elements and all that, plants, trees, in a different and deeper and more intense and more unique and personalized way. Like, it's so beautiful because your channel's more open then, and it's yeah, it's really good. You feel one with nature and all her offspring, your extended family. I remember at the time I was like, I'm so sick of humans, I'm so done with humans, because I don't really connect with a lot of people. Like, we don't, it's hard to find someone that I resonate with, or that I feel like, you know, that I connect with. Especially as an Aquarius, I feel like I'm on the outskirts of humanity, and I'm like, well, you know what? This planet's 4.5 billion years old. Nature's been around for like, and plants have been around for like 800 million years. Animals have been around for 500 million years, and they've peacefully coexisted, or found a way to coexist for hundreds of millions of years. And then us humans come along 200,000 or whatever years ago, and we have done so much to destroy this planet and nature and animals. So on so many levels, I'm like, especially at that time I was going through this, and even recently as well. I'm like, I just want to be more and more not detached or disconnected from humanity, but I just feel like I need it for my soul. Like I'm much more beneficial on a soul level and consciousness level when I'm distant from humanity and more connected with this planet and nature and the cosmos, and my higher self, my channel and my intuitive psychic energy and the energies and spirits and consciousness of planet Earth and nature and plants and trees and animals. So some of you guys may feel something similar, and for those of us who are on this specific kind of journey, it's a more lonely journey. So that's why I'm realizing more and more in my life. I'm 41 years old, but I've been very, very selective over the years with who I let into my intimate space. And so you understand it more and more. It's because you're meant to be a lot more comfortable with being alone, because you're meant to have a lot of alone time, a lot of intense psychic, intuitive, experiences and all that, and do that sort of work on your own kind of thing, with a very, very select, limited people. Because you feel one with nature and all her offspring, and you understand that it's her offspring and you're part of the family and you're the creator and the being, the energy, the spirit itself, and you're part of this interconnected divine cosmic family. Anima Mundi, the spirit of divinity that courses through the veins of everything in existence. It's really, you can get really deep into it. You can clearly see through the veil, yeah. And your gift of profound insight is now at hand. Okay, so some of you guys may be realizing what I'm reading to you now more and more through this reading. You may have come to this reading in this state after having been in this state, or you're feeling this in your heart and soul, and you're now here and you're feeling despondent, in despair, whatever, and somehow I've come into this reading, and through what I've been telling you, it's becoming more crystallized and clear in your heart and in your mind and in your subconscious and in your third eye and in your higher consciousness, that this is why you're going through this shit, and this is why you have to allow it to flow naturally. All right. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth, a conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. See, I'm gonna get emotional sometimes when I do these readings, because they speak to me, and it's like I'm doing this tarot reading for myself too. It's crazy, it's special, it's beautiful, and you'll know after you see cluster 2 lines get pulled, or like the intensity and beautiful energies that came through, so high vibrational, and then for it to all just start to collapse one by one as the days went by and the weeks went by. It was like my soul was being fucking robbed of something that I love doing so much, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like, why would you tell me, guide me to intuitively do this stuff? And I end up loving it so fucking much on a deep, deep soul and spirit level, and then just take it away from me. What is the wisdom in that? I don't understand. And I just started going fucking crazy. Like, not because of that, a lot of stuff, but anyway. I really love doing this stuff with you guys. Embody the medicine of children, laugh, sing and play. This is the energy I was into. That this really helps me personally, is being that childlike energy in whatever the way that means, that is expressed for you. Spreading joy in the world, regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Hey, I just did that. Yeah, deep breathing really helps, by the way. You would be surprised at how deeply hugging a tree really helps you, just being barefoot in nature. Well, you know what, when I was in my apartment, I missed my feet touching the earth so much. I used to have like a container, out on my balcony and I filled it with soil and I would just put my feet in it. Like, I need it. Like, every day now I need nature. Because we're an extension. That's exactly what this just said. We're an extension of planet Earth. If you really think about it on a deeper soul, spirit, heart level, you understand. Yeah, if you feel disconnected, breathe. Because what keeps us alive and breathing are the rainforests and the oceans, where the rainforests give us, I think, 30% of our oxygen, and the oceans give us about 70 or 60%. See how it's all intertwined, see how we're an interconnected family. I feel drawn to say it again. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Wow. So beautiful. Fuck. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles. See how they synchronize the messages. I love this so much. I feel so strongly and deeply connected to divinity in the heart and core and soul and spirit of divinity and consciousness when I do these readings. So it's really hard for me to accept I have to do these in quiet, you know, with a low voice and not be as free as I was before. And I was so disconnected from it, and I had to pull away, and I had to just take time out for myself and go through these emotions and do what I needed to do in my day-to-day and deal with whatever else was coming up, and slowly figure out a way to deal with this. What I did, actually, because I've got a really large bedroom window where I am, and it was so fucking annoying. I almost like hated being in this room because of how restricted it became, and there was nowhere else really in this home for me to go, and a lot of shit came up, you know. But somehow intuitively, so I was trying to figure out a way. And the other thing is, for fuck's sake, these are people I had strong 5 of Wands energy arguments and confrontations and shit with. Like, not a lot, but a few times. It was enough to just pull me so off these people and their energies. My God, like really, 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 really intensely. I really didn't want to fucking be around these energies and these people, but the universe was like, nope, we're gonna force it right in your face, and I was forced to deal with it. It's like, okay, I know why this is happening because I have to deal with it. And some of it felt karmic, by the way, a lot of the time, because it was like I tried all the peaceful avenues and none of them worked. I tried communication with them, they didn't give a fuck. They just were displaying very obnoxious, arrogant, self-entitled, righteous kind of energy. We didn't want to compromise. They weren't empathetic with how they were affecting us, how the noise was affecting us, and all this shit. So I just was extremely put off on a deep, intense level, soul level, by the energies, but I was forced to fucking live right next to them, you know. And so I'd open my window during the day to air out, and so it was fucking crazy, because say my window's here, and I'd open the window where they put their sofa and their couch was right here. So I'd open my window and they're sitting right there facing me. So I was like, fuck off, you know. But I had to figure out a way to block that, and I was out there a few weeks ago, actually, when the energy started to shift, late September, and somehow I felt called to place a couple of like branches and leaves that I've broke off from the trees. There you go, nature. And place them around the window, and it was nice. So it was a nice, beautiful, natural, very unexpected solution that kind of worked, and it still works. So what happened the next day was the leaves wilted, so I thought, okay, I'll just add to it. So I've been adding to it more and more, and it's a nice, natural solution, and I really felt the energy shift in me in a beautiful, cheeky, nature kind of way. Like, I feel like planet Earth was kind of like winking at me at the time. It's just like, I don't know, anyway. So this is literally fresh energy that I've just been dealing with the last like 2 weeks. It's still not ideal. Like, I'm grateful for where I am. Look at that, surrender. Wow. Okay. But I'm just trying to make do with the situation. Do you know what I mean? Until I'm able to fucking move on and move on to the next part of my life. Next chapter, my next place to live. Yeah, explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. Wow. So, okay, I feel like pulling another one. So yeah, there you go. That was a nice personal experience of what I went through, and it's funny how the messages are, the experiences are kind of synchronizing. Wow, okay. Rose, love, do it with love. Reconnect with your heart space. It really is a great conduit for shifting the energy up when you're in this kind of energy and it's taking a long time and you're confused and lost and hopeless. Connect to your heart and what gives you love, what brings you love and peace and joy. Children for a lot of people, which is why that came up in the reading. I don't have kids, and that's another source of extreme intense pain that came up. You know, why haven't I met my person yet at 41? Why have I had such fucked up experiences with relationships? Why do I, like, all my friends, I've disconnected from all of my past friends except for a couple here and there. I don't really, very rarely in touch, but I'm mostly alone and have been for the last few years. It's really, really painful and intensely sad, but it's like, what the fuck can I do? You know, I can only just keep being me and going forward and doing my thing and trying to take care of myself enough to where I'm not going fucking insane and crazy, and connecting with my heart and what I love doing. But honestly, I'm still at a point where I'm like, I don't have much more energy to give to this. I need to receive. I have given so much, I need to receive it back. And I can only do what I can as far as giving it back to myself, but it's like I need the universe to play its part, you know what I mean? It's been really, really painfully intense for me too, you know? So I get it if you're going through something similar. Let's read. Let's read. Well, love is obvious on the rose spirit. Let's read Shisanda with 29. Yeah. You see that? Yeah, connect with your inner soul and heart, inner beauty, inspiration, euphoria, vision, supernatural powers, synergy. Astrological rulers are Jupiter and Venus. In traditional Chinese medicine, flavors are seen as energetic symbols within a plant, demonstrating its distinct healing traits. Shisandra berry contains all 5 flavors: sweet, bitter, salty, sour, and pungent. That's what I'm saying. We have to be exposed to the various extremes of energies and emotions that are available to the human being to experience, that are available to the human being and for the human being to experience, so that we can hit all the extremes. I'm getting a visual now of like a spider web. So we're in the center, so that's the center, so we can hit all the extremes and boundaries, right? So that when we revisit as the shaman, as the channeler, as the conduit, as the medium, you know, between dead, deceased souls, spirits in the human plane and the higher, you know, in the earthly plane and the higher vibrational divine celestial consciousness plane. Someone as a medium with a deceased person may be here. You're here in the center, or you always want to come back to your center, right? You're here, you may be connecting with someone who's deceased, whose energy is here, and the extreme of it is here, but it's like, guess what? This is not scary or jarring or absurd or extreme or crazy or painful or dark or surprising or shocking or whatever, because I've been here. I've bypassed this energetically, at least. Now, you may not have seen clairvoyantly or heard clairaudiently or experienced on a psychic level what you then go and experience with your encounter with that deceased soul or spirit. But energetically, you've been to this place before. You've been here. This is the extreme. You've been here. You've bypassed this part. So you know energetically what this feels like. That's why it's important to be grounded, very strongly, powerfully connected and grounded. I just channeled a message now that's why it's so important for us to connect so very deeply with the divine energy and spirit of planet Earth herself and her family, exactly, extended family, as I read in this book earlier. All of the divine beings and energies and spirits that exist on this planet in their various forms beyond the human. Like from the tiniest, I've sat and observed, and I can do it forever, the tiniest little insects, fleas, ants, and I love it, and I love feeding them too. So like, why are we only feeding the big animals? This is a divine creation too, and it really helps you get into that Virgo, minuscule, very detailed energy of divine creation and primordial spirit and creation, consciousness and subconscious energy, to understand yourself, your divinity, your consciousness, the part of you that is connected to the primordial divine spirit that created everything in existence. Yeah? And connect with the energies of fire. This is a living, breathing energy. I want to put it there. Air, earth. I don't have any earth with me here. I'd love to have, you know what I'd love to have someone put it in exactly like it was in my apartment, because I would very much prefer to do readings out in nature, but you know, we can't always. It's easier to control the sound and light all that inside, and there's no wind, but I like that as an idea. Bring in like a box of soil or sand or something, I love it. And water. They're living, breathing, metaphorically, energies and spirits, right? You focus in and zero in on the energy and the spirit and the divinity and the consciousness and intelligence and the life force within, say, fire, the ant. I'm gonna grab my animal deck now. I'll say a swan, a cat, a dog, a bird. Observe, yeah? To understand more and deeper and higher and broader. Alright? It's all for your own good. Directly signaling its all-encompassing and highly medicinal nature and earning it the name Wu Wei Ji, or five-flavored berry. Yeah, perfectly yin-yang balanced, Shisandra nurtures all 5 elements. There you go. Not surprised this has come up again. Wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And enters all 12 energy channels or meridians of the human body. Wow, wow, wow. As the symbol of longevity and beauty, even suggesting the ability to attain immortality, Shisandra is pictured often in ancient Chinese art. Oh, so that's the plant there. It's like a vine. Interesting. And this is reminding of the Temperance card, balance. See? You have to experience all these extremes of emotions and energies within you, within your heart and soul and spirit and subconscious and consciousness, so that you can be more of a complete human being and divine being. Do you get what I mean? Considered a panacha, it increases energy, prolongs life without aging. Benefits the mind, supports the eyes, acts as an anti-inflammatory, helps against radiation, protects from nervous system toxicity, cleanses heavy metal toxicity, supports adrenal function, supports the lungs, benefits sexual function, balances hormones, and protects the skin. Wow. Shisandra is ruled by Jupiter, and it has an all-encompassing, longevity-enhancing, and expansive medicinal nature. Expansive. I love that. I'm not surprised you guys got these plants come through. Definitely connect. There's a strong calling here for you to connect with these plants as well, in your own way, in your own time too. The way it embraces all 5 elements, all 12 energetic channels, and all flavors, provides longevity to every organ system and harmonizes all polarities. Wow. Also a sign of Venus. Exactly like the Temperance card in the tarot. The goddess holds a cup, blah, blah, blah. Shisandra's medicine teaches about the high alchemy of beauty. High alchemy. in the harmony of duality. I love it. Yeah. Wow. Didn't I tell you, allow it to take its own time? Why? I can't put that there now. I'll put it back here. Shisandra is here like the medicine of swan. Shisandra is here today to remind you of the grace within balance, patience and moderation. Okay? Confirming what I was saying earlier, alright? You are being invited to allow life force to flow through you without force or resistance. I'm not surprised at the synchronicities anymore. I'm just going to allow it to flow and keep going with it. Follow your visions and pay close attention to the subtle language in your body and surroundings. If you feel out of orbit or aloof, make time to ground. Grounding will only facilitate your development to a higher consciousness. Okay? Beautiful. Ah, that was it. Oh my god, guys. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's keep going. Because I think I spent too much time in the past just going, wow, oh my god. By the way, if you feel drawn to any of the animals that you see here, strongly or whichever way, that's another sign indication for you too. So far, I think this is like a deer or reindeer. Fox, crow, I don't know, magpie, minor bird, dove, white pigeon or something. Trying to find animals elsewhere. Swan, fairy, reindeer or elk or stag, dove. Yeah, that one is dove because it's a lot of thing. Let's get some more advice, guidance, messages, and I'll grab, which animal spirit deck should I get? Hang on, let me focus on this first. Whoa. Yep. This is the right away. I don't know why. Hold on to it. Oh, whoa! See how that? It just kind of. Black bear, that very strongly, powerfully wants to connect with you. My goodness. Fuck, your existence is the resistance. There was 7 earlier. That's why, don't rush it, because sometimes you need to allow the energy to flow in the right way at the right time. So it's like there were a lot of times, as badly as I needed to on a deep soul spirit level, wanted to get back into my divination readings. I had nowhere else to do them but here. I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it for 2 months, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I've also felt very weird and strange energies, by the way, the last couple of months. And that was another thing that I started to say, and I've got to finish, is sometimes when you're shifting timelines, quantum timeline jumping and all that sort of thing, shifting to high levels of consciousness, which I read that somewhere earlier, didn't I? It feels weird, and how you knew reality to be, it just feels different. So what's so important when you're going through these experiences and energies is to stay so very strongly grounded in your energy, in your body, in your chakras and all that. With earth, like I love to, and I need to connect with earth daily. I don't always, but I feel like something's really wrong and off, more so than ever in my life now, if I don't connect with nature daily. So the sun's up now, so I want to go. Currently I'm on a, I don't know, read cycle. I was sleeping in the morning. I feel like I'm going to be doing cluster 2 tomorrow or something, but and also connecting with the grounding and the groundedness of energy in my heart. Very, very important. All right. Your existence is the resistance. All you must do is accept the power awaiting your arrival, okay? By allowing it to flow freely and naturally. Winter woodlands, take time to honor what you feel, and this is reminding me of the 22 and the 44. Yeah, wow, look at that. 22, 44, 7, 7. And they're similar decks. These from the same series, just different. Hang on a second. this is the deck that I'm pulling from now, Embolic Oracle, so in bulk, sorry. Seasons of the Witch. I think this is winter. So I'm in Australia, so we're in the southern hemisphere. So December 21 or 22 starts summer for us, but for you guys in the northern hemisphere it's going to be winter, and then our winter in the southern hemisphere is June 21. So there's a message in there somewhere for you. Let's see if it's relevant. It'll come up. So White Owl Spirit coming through. Take time to honor. Take time, again, the message, to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. At this point, it's just repeating it, okay? Flexible. Yeah, you got to learn to adjust. I had to do this a lot, which is this energy. Make the most of your situation. Opening your mind to new possibilities. You have to. Otherwise, if you try to force coming back to a particular energetic state, whatever, I felt that a lot. It's like, you can't. Sometimes you just have to. This is feminine energy, psychic energy, meditative. You have to just allow the energy to flow through you and adjust while it's happening. You may be in the middle of being taken to a whole new direction and path where you're not going to feel the same things as before or experience the same things as you've experienced reality before on a soul, spirit, consciousness, emotional, physical, mental level. Maybe. Or maybe you're being taken on a detour for whatever reason, to learn what you need to learn, to gain what you need to gain, to experience what you need to experience, and come back. I feel like this is happening to me personally, but there are still some different energies that I'm dealing with in realities. Maybe they're part of my new reality. I don't know, but you have to allow yourself to go with the flow and not be so fixed and rigid. Remember how I said that at the start? This is crazy. I think I said it in the intro and a little bit here of like, more so in the intro, I'm like, some people want to do rituals or whatever in a particular methodical way, and it's like sometimes you can't. You just have to throw all that shit out the window and just be in the moment and allow it to be however the fuck it wants to help you to learn and practice the art of surrender on a soul and spirit and emotional, mental, all of you level. Wow, that's reiterating what I said at the start. Fuck, this is amazing. Yeah, exactly. 8 of Cups. Let that shit go that doesn't feel good. In the moment, if it doesn't feel good, even if it just felt good yesterday, it doesn't matter. Let that shit go. Follow your intuition always. Yeah? Yin is feminine energy. His intuition is psychic energy. Because if you resist, remember, existence is the resistance. Your existence, which is free-flowing and I don't know why I want to say not allegorical, but not linear, not methodical, flowy. This way, the more you surrender to this flowing energy, this is beautifully coming together, this message, the more you allow yourself to experience divinity in the way that it needs and wants to be experienced by you, by your soul. You understand what I'm saying? Release the resistance. Release it. Surrender. God, this is amazing. There are so many repeating messages. I'm trying not to get caught up in the emotion. I'm very aware simultaneously on a higher level consciousness perspective of all the synchronicities, but I'm trying not to get too emotionally soul level invested into the synchronicities and of the reading and all that, because I can get really into it and it's hard to pull out because Pisces. But okay, so this is one example where my Aquarius, you know, more logical, masculine kind of sun sign energy comes in handy. I've also got Mercury in Aquarius, so let that shit go. Honor your heart. Sometimes what felt right yesterday doesn't feel right today. Follow your heart anyway, and honor the fact that this shit isn't feeling right today, and see where it's meant to take you. Yeah, it's all for your highest good. It's all to bring you back to your true soul, spirit, and energy, which is true freedom. Whoa, didn't I say there's a few cards in the Light Seers Tarot that that's similar to this. That's exactly what this is like. To be free on a deep, pure soul and spirit level. That's the best kind of fucking freedom. And divinity and ecstasy. Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Do you remember that? Oh my god. That's when the woman was twinging into her wig came off. Sometimes it's like, it's only bad in your own mind. To the rest of us, it's like, it's not a big deal. To me, at least, to a lot of people, it's like, it's cool. It's only made really, really bad or uncomfortable, whatever, in your mind. Whereas to others, they don't respond the way you think they're going to respond, you know? Let's pull an animal deck. Animal spirit deck. Which one should we pull? I need to get grounded and rooted in my own place. It's like not here, so I can get this whole setup better. But you know, in the meantime, I'm going with the flow and doing what I can, you know. And also, I think this is what this reading is meant to be about. Oh, dude, definitely bear spirit, and the way it flew out like this. Fuck, come on. Take time out again. Yep. Yes. Very clear, very strong, my loves. And you know what's brilliant about bear spirit? I feel very strongly connected to bear spirit too, but I need to get more deeply connected, is because bear spirit spends pretty much more or less half their time conscious and awake and experience the earthly plane and spirit, connected with earth spirit and the earth plane of consciousness. And the other half of their lives, they spend very deeply connected, and I'm pointing to this but you can't see it, the cosmos, the cosmic plane of consciousness, pure consciousness. So they have so much fucking wisdom, and they're a treasure trove spiritually, you know, on a consciousness level, on a psychic level, you know. What else? Animal spirits want to come through. Oh, this one. Okay. I think this will be close to the end of your reading. Buffalo spirit. So Native American themes coming through. Indigenous American. Some of you may be. I don't know the exact. Like I know for it. Australia. The majority of Aboriginal Australians here prefer to be addressed as, you know, Aboriginal Australians rather than Indigenous, and there's a reason for it. I forget exactly why, but yeah, some of you may be Native or Indigenous American and may be very strongly connected to these animal spirits, or feel like you should be connecting with them or reconnecting with them, or there's some kind of a link in your ancestral lineage with these animal spirits. But yeah, the buffalo spirit is the abundant universe will provide. Okay, and there's a succession here of 9 and 10, so maybe you're feeling definitely drawn to more than one animal. We've got mouse spirit. Yeah, I said Virgo earlier, by paying attention to like tiny animals, tiny creatures. To me, mouse is somehow connected with Virgo. I forget how, but yeah, tend to the small things, but also connect with the energy of mouse spirit if you feel drawn to. And the mouse gives nervous energy, and they're very scared. I've had a lot visit in my garden, and I've been feeding them for a while. Really hope they come back. I have a feeling the cat that visited from some neighbor's house like ate them or killed them. Anyway, it is what it is. I've already put my intentions out there, and if nature wanted to run its course that way, then so be it. I was very attached to those mice, or rats I think they were. But they're they're very scared. That's one thing of it. They're very scared of humans. Like, a lot of people are scared of mice. Have you seen how fucking scared they are? Like, I'll lay out food for them in the garden and they just run if I move my hand or whatever. But a lot of them start to get more and more comfortable with me, which is beautiful. But that's another reminder for you, if you have that nervous, jittery kind of anxiety, anxious energy, another reminder for you to connect and ground your energy deep into the energy and spirit of planet Earth. Skin to earth, skin to grass, skin to grass, skin to sand, skin to ocean water, skin to the lake, to the river, to the trees, to the leaves, to the animals, to the plants, okay? To connect with them on a deeper level. And then we have Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful, honor your heart, do what you love, be in this sun spirit, playful spirit energy. That's going to help you always, not just with whatever you're going through now, okay? Alright, my loves, I feel like this is the end of your reading. How long was that? Oh my god. I'm going to end your reading here. I love doing long readings with you guys, but yeah, all beautiful things must come to an end, okay? So I'm sending you infinite, pure divine love and ecstasy from your higher souls, from the divine, from your highest divine souls, back onto your current souls, and to your eternal selves and souls and spirits. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful group 2, cluster 2, card 2 with the Labradorite. Look how glorious. Look at your candle. I mentioned in the previous group that I have this specific candle for you guys, for your higher selves, your divine teams, collectively with each reading, and it's already starting to, oh no, see, that was me breathing, but let me, there you go, see, that was, I want to talk to you. There's some good stuff. Let's see what wants to come out. So as I was saying, with the Labradorite, beautiful. Oh, look at that flame. Okay, the fact that it's going off while or at least noticed it while I picked up this glorious blue shimmery beautiful Labradorite is telling me to focus on your dreams, is to focus on the energies and the properties of this particular crystal. Third eye, awakening and opening of your psychic visions, clairvoyance, channeling, mediumship for some of you guys, okay? Wow. I love to do this sometimes when I feel called to. I definitely feel called to with you guys. I picked an incense here, and unlike group 1, I felt like going with a pink candle today. So let's light it together. Okay. Some beautiful divine fire, spirit and energy around your reading. Let's light this Diana. I just felt drawn to something pink, and that was the first one that grabbed my attention. So this one is Orientals like olibanum, also called church incense, mystic, ancient benzoin, and sacred sandal. Nice. Group 1 was all flowers, so oh, gorgeous. We know so far, because I'm learning as I go along, by the way, intuitively, what my different styles of readings are for the general collective, because I have my own personal one, and then different stuff's coming up in different readings for different people. I'm just here as a channel. I'm going with the flow and following my intuition. So with some other readings I've done, yeah, I'm getting that sort of frankincense-y, churchy smell with that now, but that's the benzoin. Interesting. With some of the readings I've done in the past, I've naturally formed crystal grids, and you know, channeled and transmitted for myself personally, transmuted energy and channeled, you know, high vibrational energy, transmitted to you guys, and a bunch of different things has been coming through. Obviously the colors, that's a massive thing with me that's been forming. I don't know if that's going to be the case all the time or not, but the reason why I mentioned all that is, and there's a reason why I'm mentioning it, everything's intentional in a reading, you know, before and during, is I noticed there was a difference in the fragrances to yesterday's, and I thought, oh, maybe the sense of smell now is going to start playing a part in my readings. I mean, I sometimes, there's a psychic, excuse me, energy within us where we can kind of have the sense of smell, certain smells, even though it's not there. So I've had that a little bit here and there in the last couple of years. So I don't know whether scent is going to start featuring in some of my readings. I wouldn't be surprised, but the fact that I'm going on and on about it, and I just felt drawn, by the way, I just sprayed some actually I'll show it to you, some oud and rose, this beautiful perfume that I have on me. Yeah, definitely scent. There's something strong about scent here. Very interesting. Let's see what wants to come out in your reading. And smoke, incense. I'm just gonna go and place this in the holder and grab my perfume. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this is my I love this. It's like, oh my god, I was almost gonna place it over the flame. I got this from, I don't know, one of the Arab duty-free or countries, I think Qatar or something, and I really, really love it. I don't know why I'm sharing it, but there you go. Don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get no pussy out of me. Whoa. I think that was this flame. Your guys want to talk, guys. Oh my gosh. I think it was the flame. I'm not 100% sure. Let me just reposition this lamp. Sorry guys. Okay. Let's get started on your reading. Hello guys, we're going to start now with your cluster 2 reading with the Labradorite. These messages are from your higher selves, you know, whoever's a part of your divine team. It could be a mix of different high vibrational energy, spirits, beings, divinity itself, of course, the universe, your animal spirits, your spirit guides, your ancestors, higher selves. Okay, let's look at some current energies. Rot and decay. It festers when left in the shadows. Bring it to life by giving it away. Hoarding, stuff in the house, clutter. The fact that there was a lot of emphasis on the smoke and the incense. This is a call for you guys to open up and reconnect with your, you know, blossoming kind of, you know, fresh spring-like, sweet, you know, spirit and soul by clearing and moving stuff and clutter around your home. It really helps every now and then, shifting the energies around, and do a nice little spring clean when you feel called to, even if you want to start small at the moment, to just clear out any items that you have that you don't need. You know, I like that Japanese woman, I forget her name, where she talks about, you know, if it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. And it's good to do this every now and then. Maybe schedule it into your notes or something. There's something to do. But yeah, bring it to life by giving it away. I like to have like 4 piles. One for throwing stuff to throw away, the other obviously stuff to keep, and then one for donating and one for selling. So I feel like you guys need a spruce. Maybe you guys have been in stagnant energy. Maybe go and smell some flowers, literally, which is probably why there was such an emphasis on smell and scent. Go and buy some perfume or cologne, aftershave. Smell some flowers, buy some roses, put them in your home. Set up an altar, clear the energy in your space, in your room, around you, in your home, where you want to set up an altar. If you feel called to do this. This interesting, looks like a skeleton of a unicorn. Wow, that's profound. That's kind of like saying there is like pure magic in death and the ending of things. Maybe you guys have been grieving the loss or the passing away of someone or an animal or a plant or something, and this is a call for you to spruce up your energy. Yeah, move some energy around in your space, in and around you. It's interesting because I came across a little TikTok video. I'm just gonna have a sip of tea, guys, sorry. That I think it's like 5 signs of something to do with like a disengaged nervous system or something like that, something around the nervous system. And one of them was like where, since I'm reading here, rot and decay, where you haven't had the energy or whatever to get up and have a shower or change your clothes or whatever. So usually, yeah, people that are going through situations like that, I've been through situations like that in the past, and it's usually, you know, I guess dealing with a lot of sort of depression or dark, sad sort of stuff. I don't know, traumas, whatever's going on in your life or was going on. And it's a combination of not knowing how to deal with it, not knowing how to cope, not knowing how to engage with these energies. You know what I mean? And I went through this for years, you know, and I never really went to sort of formal like counselling or therapy or anything like that, and I always would like to recommend it to people who feel that they need it. But yeah, I was down in the dumps for many years and experienced that. So the problem with that is the more you feed that dark energy, the more you invite dark energy to be around you, right? And to fester and to rot and decay. So let's use this as a little reminder that anything low vibrational emotions, experiences like the passing on, the death of someone, a loved one or something, an animal, a plant, the loss of a relationship, the ending of a relationship. I wouldn't be surprised if the 10 of Swords and or like the 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups comes up in this reading. But the very first card is, yeah, ending, rot, decay, the ugliness, the darkness of endings, of sadness, of dark energy, of low vibrational energy. But within that, you've got happiness and spring and new life, okay? The butterfly is a symbol of transformation and rebirth, and you've even got flowers springing and blossoming and blooming forth from the skeleton of this decaying unicorn. And let's use this reading as a reminder to shift your energy, move your body, maybe look into somatic work, somatic energy healing, which is really, if you well, not really, because I haven't looked into it too deeply, but I've seen people that engage in this form of energy healing or energy work do a lot of dancing, move their energy around. So it could be as simple as literally get some music going, okay, get some incense going in your home, spray, there's sage spray as well, or other types of like natural incense type sprays, Palo Santo spray, rose, lavender, around your home, your space, your bed, your linen, your couch, your sofa. Get some fresh new energy and scent, smells happening. Bring some flowers in. Light some incense. Get a diffuser going with essential oils. Okay, light some candles. Spray some perfume around, all that sort of thing. Because it's time. It's time to do this. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been through the energies of the rot and decay and the sadness and the darkness and the depression and closing the blinds and the curtains and the lights and all that, and the festering and the stagnation and the not moving on. I had this for a number of years where I felt like I was stuck in heavy dense mud, like trudging along. I've had this stuff for years, like pre my big massive freaking dark night tower moment, dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening stuff, late 2021. I went through a lot of dark shit for years, and I mostly dealt with it alone, as I kind of have been doing things most of my life, which is not the best way. But for me personally, the more I go through my purging and healing cycles and transformation, the more I understand that for me personally, I was meant to live mostly solo and do a lot of things mostly on my own, but definitely the vast majority of human beings, this is not for them. For me it's been a mix of karma and actually I touched on this in cluster 1 if you feel drawn to it. It's a mix also of the kind of things that I've discovered within myself on a soul level. I really need a lot of alone time and all that sort of thing, so I was really just being trained and prepared to live that kind of life, but it's not the way to go for most people. And it's time to jump out of it. Listen, grief and mourning and fear, shame, anger, guilt, sadness, all those lower vibrational emotions, they're not a life sentence, okay? They exist for a reason. They're only meant to be experienced by us short term, temporarily. They're meant to teach us about the wisdom of these very emotions, okay? And the wisdom of our souls, our spirits, ourselves, our consciousness, our human essence, okay? And we're meant to experience the full extent of these emotions until we get to the lesson part, until we feel a shift within us, no matter how subtle, that it's time for this energy to release, all right, and to leave us and to be released and transmuted into something better, okay, into something positive, high vibrational, happiness, love, light, joy, because these higher vibrational energies are what we're meant to be living in permanently. They're meant to be a permanent part of ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas these lower vibrational energies are temporary and a means and a gateway and a portal to get us through, to the higher level of consciousness with each cycle of darkness and light that we successfully manage to navigate through, and level up in. Wow, okay. Amazing. Start to the reading. I think that's good there. I'm gonna get another sip of tea. By the way, yours was the only group, and I felt drawn to it from yesterday. I did cluster 1 yesterday, and I remember saying in the intro, I don't know why I feel drawn to cluster 2, but yours was the only group that I pulled a third card for, so let's see. This is from the ancestors and angels and ancestors oracle deck. Oh, High Priestess. Nice. Harness mystic power. Okay. Maybe some of you guys have been going through this stuff so you can connect with a deeper, higher part of your soul, self, spirit. Some of you may feel called to ancient Egypt. Or may, if I feel drawn to pull on my ancient Egypt deck. Oh, yeah. Yeah. With the vision. Maybe some of you guys had to go through these things to connect with your deeper, with your psychic energies, your third eye, your clairvoyance, and all that sort of thing. But either way, this part of your soul is definitely present here today and wants to communicate with you. Sacred space. What was I just saying? Yeah, it's time to create or recreate this sacred space. It's funny because I just got back into my readings yesterday after a long period of stagnation myself, and there's been a lot going on the last 2 months within me personally, and I don't know, for the most part I felt put off doing readings, and there's a whole thing, if you want to listen to it, it's in the intro. But definitely time, new beginnings, blooming, birth, rebirth, new life, okay? It's all over your reading so far. Crows also represent transformation and alchemy, and they're watching over their new babies about to be born and birthed. So we've got a 4 and a 7, so April to July, maybe you've been going through something, or April and July. Like, if you're anything like fucking me, the way my life is, you get one fucking shitstorm, soon after you get another fucking shitstorm, and another fucking shitstorm. So maybe you guys had something in April, then in fucking July, and you're like, when the fuck is this shit gonna end, right? Like, I had a car accident. I really hurt my back in October of last year. Fucking 3 weeks later, broke my toe. So not only am I in fucking pain with my back, it's painful to sit and shit and walk and lay down, everything. Then I couldn't fucking walk. Oh, it was just terrible. And then guess what? This shitstorm, one after the other, constant, doesn't end with me. Oh my god, seriously, you know. So definitely pay attention to your space, and it's time, because remember how I said at the start, your angels, your higher self wants to communicate. Alright, it's time to get back into your soul stuff, the stuff that you love doing. I don't know if you can see that candle, let's see. No, you can't see the black one, that's okay. It's mostly for me anyway, to connect with your higher selves. Oh, I'm seeing my back. Alright. And reintroduce a sacred energy into your space. Light some candles, I think I mentioned that. Definitely always connect with nature. I always like to recommend that, so it's great. Which deck? Let's do Seer's Tarot. Let's look at your current energies, my loves. Let's do some deep breaths. Actually, I'm going to do 3 deep ones with you. This is spirit quartz. So some of you may feel drawn to connect with crystals too. This one is a good medium to connect with your spirit guides, your angels. So I'm going to do 3 deep breaths. Just relax your body, release any tension, close your eyes. Anchor your energy down into the ground like tree roots. Imagine like a divine light's coming from above, or however you like to do it. I like to do it this way, round, light, whatever color. I channel different colors. Currently it's pinkish white and iridescent at the start of the reading, sometimes green and white. Anchoring your energy down through your whole body, through your legs, through your feet, down into the ground, till you feel like you're intertwined with the roots of trees, that you are that grounded into the energy of planet Earth. Okay? kind of like to imagine the light going back up and around all of us, our homes, this whole planet, the galaxy, the whole universe. Okay, let's do one more. There we go. Nice and connected to planet Earth and the cosmos. I'm gonna have another tea. Oh wow, I really fucking miss doing these readings. My god, it's literally like from the depths of my soul. Well, current energies. What do you need to hear? But let's look at your current energies further. Give me 1 second. Okay. Whoa. I think I'm going to take all of them. Whoa. Because I felt it. 3 of Wands. I'm going to try and make these quicker. Fuck, I need to keep working on making these quicker. Speaking of quick, we have the Knight of Swords. You know what? I am going to make it quicker by having less tarot cards. I'm going to do only one more. Perfect. King of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Imprisonment, 8 of Swords. You feel stagnant and that you're imprisoned, but you're not. You're not. That's what the 8 of Swords is, okay? You just need to take one little step at a time. Doesn't all have to be at once. Doesn't all have to be in one day or 1 week. Start something small. Okay, having lived through this kind of energy and witnessed people that have little things help. Literally moving things around helps. Okay, opening a window to get some fresh air in your home, opening a door, getting out in nature. You know what I was saying this in this is underlying, so sorry, let me just move. Give me 1 second. I was saying this I think in the reading yesterday. We want the underlying here so you know, okay? You see that? You can see that. That in my apartment, my old apartment, I would crave the fucking sensation of earth underneath my feet so much. Sometimes I grabbed like a big container and I filled it up with soil and I would just sit on my balcony and place my feet there. I fucking loved it. So yeah, and also when I was going through some dark bouts of depression a few years ago, I started slowly planting things or growing things or watering the garden or whatever where I was at the time, and slowly I just felt drawn to it and I loved it. I loved where my mind would go and it just felt very healing, very relaxing, slowing it down, very therapeutic, and it got my senses engaged in something else. And touching the soil with your skin scientifically and spiritually is proven to have a positive effect on your nervous system, help regulate your nervous system. And I mentioned the nervous system at the start of this reading. So yeah, okay, connect with some soil, some plants, bring in some indoor plants, some very easy to look after ones, some hardy ones. You can Google which ones. God, I miss looking after my plants. I'm just off the top of my head. Monstera is not a bad one. It does need some light though. Like snake plants, pretty good. There's some various low light options as well if you don't have a lot of light, but I would recommend to open the blinds, get some light flowing, some sunlight in your home. If you know you've not had a lot of sun in your home, light in your home, definitely get some flames and fire energy going, because fire is life force energy. Yeah, it helps to introduce a beautiful, divine, fresh, new life force and spirit and rejuvenating energy in your home. Okay. The other thing I just was gonna say, sometimes I like to collect ocean water, some water from the beach. That's more when I travel though. Like as a tourist, I get a little bit of sand and a little bit of water in a bottle as a souvenir. But definitely, if you want to grab some of that and pour it all over you, or jump in the ocean, or I keep sea salt in my shower and a bucket, because I don't have a bath where I am at the moment, and It just helps cleanse your aura, your energy field. You can also definitely, this kind of reminds me of a bathtub. Throw some sea salt in a bath and jump in there, some essential oils, some flowers, some herbs, fresh herbs, you know. That's going to help rejuvenate your energy, okay? And I feel like a lot of you guys know this on a subconscious level, because for a lot of you guys, you're already ready. You're ready for this new change, this transformation, this new beginning, this moving forward. Okay, this is good, your current energy. Maybe this was more past energy, or maybe this was energy at the start of the reading up until the time you heard it, and now it's shifting into this. Because I feel you guys are reconnecting with your heart space. You're doing things that you love, or you want to, or you feel inspired to after this reading. There's a new beginning, a new opening up, a new path, journey, chapter blossoming up and opening up within your heart space. So definitely connect with and do things that make you happy, do things that make you laugh, get some music going, sing, dance, walk. Yeah, some of you guys may have been in your head a lot, maybe dealing with some mental health challenges. To me, the Seven of Cups is the subconscious, because to me it's the imagination. And some of you guys may have been dealing with some cloudy, confusing things on a mental / subconscious level. Okay, I get a bit like this sometimes, where, because I'm very creative and I have quite a bit of Pisces energy in me, so I get really in my head sometimes and just flow and in my imagination and create, like, imagine things and envision things and all that. And sometimes I overthink, right? So I get too lost in that world and end up doing nothing. So sometimes the more you allow that cycle to persist in your life, the easier it is for you to fall deeper and deeper and deeper until you get into a dark space and it's stagnant, and before you know it, for example, you haven't left the house in 3 months and you're still stuck here trying to figure out what to do about this, or what idea to come up with for this, or where to start with this, or do you know what I mean? It'd be overwhelming. Ground your energy. Do some deep breathing. Connect with nature. Touch nature. I've hugged trees a lot in the last couple of years. When I've been in these down dark funks and things, where I had no one else to hug. It's so healing, so amazing, very good for the nervous system. I feel like you're ready. I think there's a springing action in this reading. I feel it's very, like, honestly, I feel like for a lot of you, maybe around half of you at least, this is the energy we're in coming into this reading, and something in this reading has spruced your energy up and, like, reconnected you with your inner fire, passion, love, happiness. And there's a sense of fast moving energy now, because now maybe this reading has or will crystallize an idea you've been ruminating over for months. I feel, for some of you, for some reason, for a long time, and you're just going to be like, yeah, let's go after it, right? Or you're going to go after, this is fast moving, shifting energy. We were mentioning that at the start, right, with clearing that energy and clutter around you. And you're reconnecting with your higher mind, logical, intellectual mind, and intellect and intelligence and wisdom. See how he's very grounded and sure and wise. Yeah, this is where you're heading. Or this is like about, you feel like you need to consult with someone or something of a logical, masculine high intelligence kind of level to help with something you're unclear on and you're ready to do it and you're doing it with love. This is great because it tells me you're following intuition. You're doing what feels right for you. Okay, the King of Swords is also to me the law, legal system. So maybe you were confused about something. You're like, oh hey, why don't I check the legalities around this? Why don't I check what's allowed and not allowed, or whatever, right? This could be something around official documents or paperwork that you're in the process of going through or sorting out. There's maybe even a fast decision coming through, maybe in a legal case or some kind of official matter that deals with the mind, logic, information, communication, yeah? Official stuff, contracts and all that sort of thing. That may also help free you from this stagnant energy. Maybe you were trapped or stuck or stagnant for a long time because there was some legal thing, some official matter just playing out and taking a while, or some kind of negotiations or something, right? But the good news here is you've got new life flowing through this thing and new love, which is amazing, and it's going to help move this energy really fast, okay? And free you from this feeling and sense of imprisonment that you've had, ready for new life to bust through, okay? Let's get some advice and guidance. Whoa. From your... I'm just going to shuffle again. Spirit guides, your team, the higher self. Or maybe this is telling you to what is it? Dot your I's and cross your T's. Check, double check information. Something to help you if you're confused. You know, I was in this energy kind of not long ago. Within the last few days, I was thinking about something similar to a Seven of Cups energy, and I was trying to figure out the best pathway forward or whatever, and then I just had to sit down, stopped, had to sit down, and I did what I'm doing now, is I talked it out to myself. I've been doing that all my life, and went through it logically and rationally. I'm like, okay, Rima, well look, if you do X, Y, Z, then blah, 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 and this, and if you pick this path, then that entails blah, 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 and this and that, whatever. And sometimes I'll make notes around research or things to look up or look into. And I felt better. I felt, okay, once I approached this logically, mentally, from the mind, it actually helped me. So yes, we're always meant to follow our intuition, what feels right, but sometimes we get stuck in this space of, well, give me a specific, or what is the best specific thing that I should be focusing on, or whatever. Wow, see how that's come through full circle? And sometimes the advice is, you're in the right space, your heart's guided you to the right arena and domain and sphere where you need to be in at this point in time in your life, but you're still unsure about the exact path or thing or whatever to choose. And so in that case, for some of you, if you feel drawn, have a chat with someone wise, older than you, someone who has experience in this area, in this field, a friend, family, yourself. Write it out, journal about it if you're into that sort of thing. Talk about it, rationalize it, talk to yourself as though you would be advising a friend about this situation, and that may help you with whatever you're going through, okay? Whoa, well, that jumped out. Arts and crafts, nothing exists without the essence of spirit. May it be whispers or chants. Your energy is what brings life to all that you create. Yeah, your energy. I was just going to say, with this, you'll find that you're one of your best guides and teachers and advisors, ourselves, right? Some of you may feel drawn as well to engage in some new hobbies, some arts and crafts and things like that to help keep your mind off of whatever you've been going through. You may discover a love, a passion for something else, or something new in your life, right? There's definitely big self-care in this reading. Big self-care. Ooh. Just having this one, dream realm. Not everything is what it may seem. Bring yourself back from all time and all places as a new perspective can be seen. Yeah, call back your energy. Sometimes something that we did in a past life can be affecting us in this life on a subconscious level. And if you shine a conscious light onto it and go, okay, so, you know, shamans call this soul loss or fragments of souls that get stuck in space and time. Predominantly, most of the time, it's with trauma. Like, for example, in a past life, someone died tragically and you were never able to get over it fully or grieve fully. That's probably some of what you may have been going through lately. And it needs to be cleared from your subconscious and your soul in whichever lifetime, and your higher self may have been bringing it to your attention now, or I don't think it's going to happen. I think this is more of a past energy, but also a bit of advice for if it ever comes up in future. For you to sit with that energy and process it rather than ignore it, you know what I mean? So this is another reason why it's important for us to pay attention to our triggers and how we're feeling, and allow ourselves the time and space for these emotions to breathe and to be and to flow through and within us, so that, you know, we can honor these feelings and emotions and the wisdom within these emotions and feelings, and clear them out of our energy field and souls and subconscious once and for all, because the subconscious and the soul is eternal. That's interesting. Death, I knew there was something about, do you remember how I said the magic of death, or within death, and I never got back to it? Coming back full circle again, the second time I'm saying that. And the snake, his transformation. Is that a snake? It is a snake. Sorry guys, I just had to pause there for a sec. What was I talking about? Death is the thing that happens to our souls in the human form, right? Our souls embodying the human body, the human form, with the soul being eternal. And the thing that happens, that we experience on a soul level, is the death at the end of our life, followed by reincarnation. Okay, so there's definitely wisdom that we hold on a subconscious level. This is getting really deep now, that some of you may be able to access in the dream state. We hold the wisdom of the death that we've experienced in past lives on a soul level, within our subconscious, within our soul. But in order to get to this level of wisdom, or whatever it is we're trying to get to on a deeper level within our souls and our spirits, we need to clear any traumas, any emotions that are stuck within our subconscious and unprocessed. So that's part of the wisdom of calling back our energy from more space and time, okay, to come and be with us in the present moment, to help free us of this stagnation. Sometimes we feel stuck and stagnant and depressed and in dark energy, and we don't even know why. And this is part of it, is because we're trying to heal a lot of shit in this lifetime consciously, especially this lifetime. And a lot of the people that are living now are more conscious and aware of the importance of facing our shadows and clearing, calling back our energy from more space and time, okay, and you know, allowing ourselves to feel these emotions, yeah, that we weren't able to fully feel or experience or purge in past lives, to feel them. And it doesn't all come at you at once. It comes at you in different waves. at the time that's right and best for you. Okay, for us to feel and purge these emotions, these pains, these traumas. Sometimes you'll channel pain and grief and trauma and shit that feels so fucking real, but you have no conscious awareness or recollection of them happening to you in this lifetime. That's one of the best ways to know that this shit's from the past, or it could even be some ancestral stuff, okay? Or childhood things that are coming up. So, yeah, so that a new perspective can be seen, so that you can free yourself and your soul and your subconscious from these energies that have been restricting you and holding you down and holding you back, okay? Free, release them. Ask your spirit guides, your angels, to help clear some of this stuff as well with you, with your higher self, while you dream in the astral plane. Wow, it's an interesting reading. Speaking of ancestors and angels, let's pull from this deck. Well, 3 times. I don't know if you saw that. Listen, it was definitely meant to come out, but I gave it. Yeah, and the owl and the bottom of the other deck that I saw before I put it down was horned down. Become the shadow that watches, keeping quiet while moving intentionally. And this is be the light, be the shadow, balance. Wow, and this is rebirth, but also viewing things from a higher level perspective, observing as the owl, as the higher self. Retreat and recharge. I feel like it's time to, with the light and dark message. So you've been spending a lot of time on your own in darkness. Now you want to push through that and maybe spend a bit of time in light energy, in high vibrational energy, in love, in light, in meditation. But I just feel like you need to break it up a bit. Like, definitely see people if you feel called to. Connect with animals, connect with nature. And this is related to the High Priestess, because you're meant to come back onto yourself. And the fact that I mentioned at the start of this reading about how I've been doing things alone for a significant part of my life. Maybe you feel a similar calling to, but 3 times that wanted to come out. Definitely was meant to be there. Whoa. And this one. What do we have here? Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, that's related to this Hermit energy. Beautiful. Get into things that make you feel at peace and relaxed and calm. Do not just say, seeing things from a higher perspective. And that's the Labradorite as well. Maybe connect with a piece of Labradorite, bring some into your space, use one, hold one. You know, us women like to put them in our brows so that they're connected to our skin or whatever. While you're meditating, while you're in nature, while you're trying to understand from a higher level perspective, from a third eye, higher self, higher consciousness perspective, what's been going on with you, why it's been happening, okay? Because you're meant to use this experience, this darkness, this sadness, whatever you've been going through, as a gateway into opening up your third eye and your psychic energies, okay? Yeah. I don't even know how long I've been going, but I swear to God, a lot of the times I feel like I just want to go forever. I can't just do this for a long time. Let's do this. The reading. Okay, we've got Queen Mother Nanny with Liberation. I've always noticed in this deck, on this card, how you see a little figure hiding. That's the dark side, the shadow that is just reminding you that, hey, I'm there lurking, okay, in your subconscious, but you're like, hell yeah, I got this. Yeah, I've been through all the darkness within my subconscious. This cycle and this time around, and 3 and 7 is a 10, which is a 1 and a new beginning. The dawn, the sun's rising. I got this. I came out stronger. I was meant to go through this dark shit so I can experience what it's like at this level of darkness within my subconscious. And now I'm reborn with all these flowers all over your reading, okay? Reborn, transformed, a new me, stronger, more free, more liberated than ever, more royal, higher vibrational. I know you're there. I don't need to look at you with my eyes to see you. I see you in my third eye. I sense you. I feel you. Okay. Beautiful. Yep. Another reminder to do what fucking makes you happy and bring some fresh new spirit, life force, energy. Dance, sing, move around, clap, laugh. Do what makes you happy with the 7 and the 7 here. Correlating. Bring some joy back into your sacred space. And there's 2 babies here. Look at that. Eggs and babies. Holy crap. It's like you've been through this cycle now. And now we've gone through this whole thing, you and me together. And now this card is saying, okay, the baby, the child, the new you is born. Embrace, rejoice. I love it. Maybe this was a deep, dark betrayal for some of you that you had to go through. You had to experience. But like the 2 owl cards that came up earlier, one owl was dealing with darkness and shadow, the other was dealing with light. It's all about balance in life, and we have to go through an experience on emotional, mental, emotional, sometimes even physical, energetic, spiritual level, the dark side within us, our shadows, our subconscious, so that we understand what that experience is like, what it feels like in our heart, in our mind, in our soul, in our subconscious, in our body, in our energy, in our consciousness, so that we can get through the ashes of these darkness, through to the light, like this. Some of you may feel drawn to straight away now. Hit pause, go play some music, go get up and dance, go shake around, do it. Alright, or at the end of the reading, I'm gonna go sign up for this thing that I've been seeing, glass making, or gardening, or I don't fucking know, woodwork or something, puppets or something. I'm gonna go look into it. I'm gonna go sign up. I'm gonna shift this energy around. It's time. Alright, so that you can get through the end of the tunnel of darkness, through to the light, and into your born again, rebirthed, new beginning, new life, new start, new year. And the fact that this is essentially a 2, this is telling you, some of you may have felt a bit deep, dark betrayal within an intimate personal relationship. It doesn't have to be like romantic, it could be a parent-child. I'm getting sibling, friendship, business partners. And I just heard in my mind disloyalty. Damn, who did that? Let's see if there's any more advice for you guys. Light the fire of the flame. Light the fire of my soul. Light the fire of my flame. Fire of my soul. Paper boats. Stay afloat and don't chill too much. A lesson awaits you. Yep. You're going to keep learning lessons. That's what this whole life is all about. We just keep learning and growing. What you realize at some point is it's all about figuring out your own personal, unique way of navigating, the extremes. Navigating the terrain of your subconscious and your light, your subconscious and your heart, your darkness and your light. Finding your own way to find a balance, to ground, to stay aligned within that middle center point of energy that is your pure soul, your pure consciousness, your pure divine self, soul, spirit, consciousness. You find your own way to come back. And that's the goal I'm learning. That's one of the biggest goals in life, is to learn how to master that, especially now that we've got Pluto moving into Aquarius on November the 19th or 20th in the Southern Hemisphere. To be stationed in her new position, crowned in her new position in Aquarius, you know, where for the next 20 years, where it's about power and transformation and growth, which are all Plutonian Scorpion themes for the highest good of humanity and this planet, which are Aquarian themes. Because shit's gonna keep getting crazy. We're gonna keep seeing dark shit in the world, unfortunately. That's the way Pluto plays. Destroy, dismantle, crumble, break down, bring down all these existing institutions and systems and frameworks that don't serve humanity's highest good. Bring them all the fuck down, and in so doing expose all the darkness, as we're vibrating higher and navigating our own inner turmoil and darkness and light, so that we can clear these darker energies and lower frequency energies from within our system, subconscious and soul, and vibrate higher. Wash, rinse, repeat. Navigate and dance the terrains of the extremes of darkness and light. Come back to our center point, come back to our heart, come back to the things that make us happy, that we love, while calling on our spirit guides and angels to help us clear energies from our subconscious in the astral plane as we're sleeping. That's co-creating and working with the universe. That's understanding what life is about on a deeper, higher level, and coming back to our center point of pure consciousness and divinity, of pure clarity, right? And wash, rinse, repeat. You know, these are the tools we need to succeed and to thrive. While Pluto does her thing. Excuse me, I'll just burp. That wasn't me crying. I'm not afraid to cry. You've seen me on this channel. To keep breaking down systems that don't work for humanity's highest good. And it's pretty brutal. That's Pluto. Pluto's destruction is life and death and rebirth and transformation and power. Okay? I just remembered as I was saying, oh, there's another L, that I feel drawn to do a reading. I think I'll do it after this, with advice for each group, specific to you and specialized and personalized to you, from your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, your higher consciousness, about I don't know how to navigate the energies that are happening in the world at the moment, because we're all being affected by it, or what can you do, like, to help, you know, at least on a personal level. Because I felt drawn to do a little reading like that for the collective, just personally, before I did this reading, and for me personally, and then a collective one for humanity. And I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I can totally relay this stuff in a reading. And I thought, let me do a reading about it. So watch out for it if you feel drawn to. More advice we have with the mermaid card. Definitely, again, another call to jump in the ocean. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is maybe bring back some sand. I don't know if you're allowed to where you are, but some sand. Go around in nature, bring bits and pieces back, and bring them into your home. It just helps bring nature into your space, you know. Bring some sacredness, fresh energy in your energy into your home. Maybe mix some sand with the soil if you don't have access to a garden or something, and put it in a container and put your bare feet in it. Let the allure of the mythical siren seduce your curiosity. Magic awaits. So yeah, this is your higher self, your higher consciousness, your spirit, on a deeper level, calling you, serenading you, romancing you, yeah, and trying to flirt with you to lure you in to your higher self. Believe me, it's beautiful. Look how hypnotic this is. She's gorgeous. She wants to connect with you. Ooh, can you feel her call you? Call your name, baby. Okay, don't tell me to sing like a siren because I can do it anytime. That's the Pisces in me. Yeah, wow. Yep, that's what this is all about. It's to teach you how to navigate these terrains of your darkness and light and alchemize them and come back to your center point. Ground, balance, align. That's what this reading's about, my loves. Wow. I would definitely keep going. I can, and I would love to. But I have to learn. I have to learn how to rein it in and stop it at some point, and that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm slowing it down, just trying to think and allow any additional messages I want to come through before I end your reading, my loves. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, you have to learn, relearn, remember. We all know on a deeper level, on a soul level, on a, you know, pure consciousness level, how to do everything. We all are tapped into that primordial essence, spirit, energy, intelligence, wisdom, you know, but it's a lot easier to travel there, to get there, if we clear our past shadows and traumas. Yeah. My loves, absolutely the magic awaits. The beautiful, beautiful, divine, mystical, iridescent, multicolored, ecstatic magic awaits within your soul, within your spirit, within your third eye, within your clairvoyance, within your intuition, within your psychic energies, within your higher self, within your higher consciousness, within your pure divine spirit. You're just in training, you're learning how to do this properly. How to connect with your true, deep spirit, self, soul properly and on a deeper, more pure level, so you can connect with the pure magic and consume and embody the pure divine ecstasy that lives within each and every one of us. Okay? Because I'm sorry to keep saying it, but shit's gonna keep getting darker and ugly on this planet, I reckon, for the next few years, my loves. If you're watching this currently, it is October 2024. I don't know how many years this reading's gonna be up online, but you may or may not still be within Pluto and Aquarius's reign, which comes out, I think it's around 2044, where Pluto then transitions and moves into Pisces, which is all about divinity, divine love and ecstasy, pure consciousness, your higher self. And how glorious is that time going to be? I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. In body, in reincarnated human body, in spirit. I look forward to that time on earth too, because it's going to be a good time. It's going to be like, alright, let Pluto destroy any energies or frameworks or structures that don't serve the soul's highest good, the spirit's highest good, the heart's highest good, the consciousness's highest good, and let all that fall away so that the focus comes back into our pure, divine soul, spirit, essence, consciousness, fucking ecstasy and magic. And I'm gonna leave you guys on that note in pure, divine, fucking cosmic, blissful ecstasy. Alright, hello my glorious cluster 3 3, group 3. I've just finished cluster 2. I don't even know how long, but I feel like I want to keep going. For some reason yesterday, this is Blue Apatite, by the way. In the intro of the whole reading, when I introducing the crystals, I'm like, I think it's Apatite, I'm not sure, I'll look into it. I don't know why I felt drawn to pull this crystal too. God, I forgot the name of it now. I'd look it up, but it's on the very phone that I'm using to film this, so when I stop it, I'll include it in the somewhere in the description. God, I forget now. It's glorious. It's like, yeah, it's definitely Kyanite. I remember that much because I bought it in August. It's Kyanite and some other gorgeous crystal. Look, how amazing. How amazing. It's like this glittery green, gorgeous crystal. Beautiful. Anyway, for some reason. And the Blue Apatite. Honestly, I have no idea at the moment. You can Google it if you feel called to. This is a rough piece of Blue Apatite as well. I love having various options. I love it rough and raw and wild and hot and steamy. And I love my polished tumbled crystals too. Look how different. I love to feel the real raw natural. Maybe if you came from group 2, maybe there's you feel connected to touching raw, rough crystals too. Alright, let's start my last. Oh yeah, I wanted to do incense for your group 2, but I've already got the first one going, so I'm gonna light this Palo Santo with you. And smudge and clear this space. You and me climb higher, baby, crescendo. Yeah, it won't stop. Get that extendo. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like I'm trigger happy. You and me climb higher, baby, crescendo. Yeah. Maybe you came from group 2 because there was this sense of clearing energy, and even with the dust that fell here, like I remembered group 1, and I'm like, I'm aware that I need to clean it. I'm gonna clean it. Whoa. Someone that got on this light bulb. You and me climb higher, baby, crescendo. Maybe some of you guys are in separation with your divine counterparts, whether you've met them or not, and you're both going through spiritual awakenings and you had to do it separately. To climb higher, look at that, kind of looks like a pyramid. Let us go to the pyramids. I'll smudge my phone. Let's do more. One more and then I'll put it down. I love it. I love cleansing the energy. Yes. Be gone, stagnant energy. Go away. Go be transmuted into love and light. Alright. Roses. Oh my god, didn't I fucking tell you guys? Oh my god, partners, the soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. Release her thorns. Oh. It's gonna be a love reading, I think. Oh my god. Didn't I tell you? It's crazy. Move mountains, stand your ground. Ooh. Stand your ground in matters of the heart. Maybe some fucking old ex or person from your past wants to try and come back around. And you're like, nope. I'm a fucking mountain now. Stand your ground. Okay? I don't know. We'll have to see what that's about. Let's do current energy. Yeah, let's go with it right away. By the way, if any of you guys are tarot readers or just regular owners of decks that are like this and a bit flimsy, let me show you this little tip that I think. just to keep the lid closed because I found it was so loose. Oh, and I would put in little cardboards or rolled up paper just to keep it in. It still wasn't holding properly, so I got these little Velcro stick-on things from like an office supply place, and closed. Just gotta be careful when you open it, but yeah, it's a great little solution. Love it. Okay, let's look into your current energy, my loves. It's amazing how each reading is different. I'm finding, like, I'm saying, you know, like the previous one, I went on and talked about a bunch of things with the first card, and I think I did that with group 1. This one I got straight into it, you know. It's really interesting. Different things I'm channeling in readings, like crystal grids and a whole bunch of different things, you know, smoke and scent, smell, fragrance, fire, nature elements. Okay, balancing of energies. Is happening, or you're trying to, let's say, current energy, following intuition. Let's go up. Get on up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Alright, Rena. Let's try and make this a quicker reading than usual. Let's do a quick breathing. Deep breathing. We'll do 2, you and me. Relax your body. Shake off all any stagnant, old, tense energy. Close your eyes and just do 2 deep breaths with me. I'm seeing a lot of purples and whites. The previous reading was like pink and white and green. Iridescent. This one's purple and white. Oh, yeah. Anxiety. What's been keeping you up at night, stressing you out? 7 of Cups came up in the previous reading. What's been worrying you? What have you been confused or unsure about? Trying to figure out what? Some deception, some trickery, some deceit. You feel something, you sense something, or you know something. Some energy trying to bring it down. Bring it down, yeah. I felt like this was the last. It came up twice, so it was meant to be here. You're working on it. This is the 7 of Pentacles. I thought it was the 8. Yeah, you're starting to see the fruits of your work that you've been putting in to balance your energies. Okay, balance. There's two balancing energies here, and there's 2 7s. Interesting. Actually, the Chariot's another. There's 3 7s. Wow, 777. 777. You've got Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Whatever's been keeping you up at night, you've been unsure about, confused about, foggy about, perhaps some traumas, psychic attacks, energy attacks to your 3rd eye have been keeping you feeling a bit cloudy, foggy in your 3rd eye. You've been stressed and worried. You've been trying to get something, do something, but you haven't been able to. There's been no clear path or way forward. Whether you knew there was some kind of deceitful, you know, trickster, playful, dark. You're not getting really a dark energy, but people trying to fuck around with you, right? In your 3rd eye, your psychic energy. This is more on an ethereal level and making, you know, you feeling stressed and worried and anxious and not knowing why. You've been following your intuition because you've been flying blind, you've been going blind, and your heart, your intuition's all you've had to rely on. Okay, this is a message from your higher self to tell you you're doing well, and you're starting to see, or you're about to start seeing, with the Seven of Pentacles, the outcome, the results of that. Maybe some people have been trying to interfere with your relationship with your divine counterpart. Maybe that's what this stand your ground's about. This energy here trying to fuck with you. You know, God knows I know this kind of energy. Some fucking ex trying to come back from the past going, hey, remember me? I want to fuck your life up. And you're like, no, motherfucker. I'ma stand my motherfucking ground. Be gone with your bad self. I'll Palo Santo your ass the fuck out of my life. Actually, you want to sage that motherfucker out of your life, but by the way, whenever I say motherfucker on this channel, I don't think I ever mean it. Someone's actual mother. God, no, I have too much respect. But it's my playful. Whoa, look at that. Yep, something's going on. Let's clear it out. I'm gonna, by the way, if you want to switch off this part of the reading, feel free. Let's do a little cleansing ritual together. You're made to clear this energy out. Whether your higher selves, your angels. Okay. Yeah, it's my little play on how I connect with divinity and divine mother spirit. It's all jokes, it's all lighthearted here, my loves. It's not all serious. That fear and shame and shit around divinity and higher selves and all that belongs to patriarchal fucking religion, which I doubt you're into if you're on this, if you made it this far. And listen, all this stuff, all these psychic attacks and dark magic and, you know, energy attacks and all this shit, really all it is from personal deep experience. And I have Pluto and Saturn in my 8th house in Libra and Scorpio, so I understand the arena of the occult and the subconscious and the psyche and the underworld and all this dark shit pretty well, and I keep learning a lot from my intense experiences in this space with fucking dark magic, with psychic attacks, with all this shit, these energy attacks. It's really just your higher self designing these triggers in this way. People are just playing roles here. If you remove the people's faces and names out of the equation, definitely if you came from group 2, you'll resonate with this message. Where I mention that these are just parts of your subconscious, all right, that we're meant to explore and navigate on a deeper level. You understand what I'm saying? It's all a game of the subconscious at the end of the day. I and many people have found there is no separate entity or energy of darkness. It's all one energy. It's just varying extremes to come back to that central point within our souls, within our hearts. My ear is ringing now. Definitely a strong confirmation from the divine celestial higher consciousness realms. Wow. It's about us learning how to navigate the extents of the extremes of darkness and light, dark energy and light energy, low vibrational and high vibrational energy. The dark energy lives in our subconscious, and we have to get there and explore it in some way. So some of these dark magic things and psychic and energy attacks are just kind of triggers, or what's the word I'm looking for, kind of conduits, or God, there's a word I'm looking for that I can't think of right now. Why am I thinking cataclysmic? No, they serve as sort of I'm thinking like tectonic plate, you know, how shifts, something that shifts us, that helps. Not a conduit, oh my God, what's the word? Fuck. Oh, I need to know the word now. Stubborn fucking Aquarius. Fuck. I can't remember. I'll remember it later. Just to help us connect to that deeper, you know, darker extent. Yeah. Or, boundary point or whatever within our subconscious. Something has to trigger it. Catalyst. Fuck me. There you go. It's a catalyst to spur our traversing and navigating into deeper, darker realms within our subconscious. That's all it is. Right? That's why I personally, I don't do revenge. I don't do tit for tat shit. I don't believe in it, because at the end of the day, the lesson here for humans on earth is to master ourselves and our own subconscious and our own dark side. So if we take this shit personally, and a lot of this stuff that happens is karmic, by the way, as well. If you feel that you're, unable to do anything about it. We're not here to put dark energy back out into the universe. We're here to fucking clear that shit out of our souls and our subconscious. There's definitely crossovers to group 2 now. You know what I'm saying? So everything's designed to trigger us into navigating wider, deeper, broader extents of darkness and pain and all that sort of thing within our subconscious, so that we can learn how to clear it, follow our intuition on how to clear this energy, what it means, what it's trying to teach us, what's the wisdom in it, so that we can finally clear it out of our souls, our vessels, our hearts, our minds, our subconscious. Clear this worry and anxiety out. Better yet, before you clear it out, ask yourself, why the fuck is this making me feel anxious? Why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel foggy? There's a reason for everything. All right. Whereas sometimes, I remember as well when I found out late 2021, I had a bad psychic attack happen by my ex, by the way, who someone, told me this and that would happen. And I'm like, instinctively, I'm like, who is it? I want to know. And she's like, who cares who it is? What's important is how you react to it, how you respond to it, how you're going to deal with this energy. And I've heard of this stuff happening. I'm going to put the Palo Santo back now. I think we've got clear enough energy. That was the ritual. Let's just say, or we can do another one, but you get what I mean. Talking about it, talking it through, that is a cleansing, an energetic transmutation and alchemization and release ritual. That's why therapy helps. That's why talking about it helps. It helps compartmentalize the energy, dissect it, analyze it, what's going on, because we need to understand, as we're feeling the emotion, we need to understand on an intuitive, emotional, right, mental and consciousness, wisdom level and perspective, why it's happening, why we feel this way, why it's affecting us this way, why it's plaguing us the way that it is. All right. I recently, about a month ago, if you listen to the intro of this whole reading, I talked about how the neighbours moving in triggered a whole lot of shit within me from, their fucking months of noise torture that I couldn't do anything about, that I felt powerless to do anything about. I exhausted all the legal avenues that I knew of, and I didn't want to engage in any other fuckery or bullshit. But it was pure torture to be exposed to fucking construction noise right 2 meters outside my bedroom window for 4 fucking months, and most days a week, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. It drives you fucking crazy. And there was a lot of resentment and anger and powerlessness that got locked in within me, right? And when they moved in out of nowhere, there we go, you can hear them again now. They see that gate. So, I don't know, they're listening or what, I don't give a fuck, but it's like, it had a massive impact on me, so that when they finally moved in, then the noise mostly stopped, or, calmed down. That's not to mention all the other shit that they brought in after that, but it triggered a lot of shit within me on a deep subconscious level. All these sleepless nights, all the anxiety that I had, being fucking, on a noise level, violently fucking woken up from sleep. And this is with earplugs in my ears, by the way. So many times throughout the day, because I'm a night owl, so I'm sleeping during the day most of the time, or in the afternoon. Anyway, even if I wasn't, when I wasn't, because I go through different sleep cycles, I wasn't able to sit in this room and relax and get work done or whatever. And it was winter, so I couldn't really sit outside, which I usually do in summer, or go anywhere, you know, I want to stay home. So it really fucked me up on a deep subconscious level, and all this shit came up, right? As well as some traumas from childhood and shit like that. So it drove me almost fucking insane, all the shit that came up and personal stuff that came up. But I had to feel, and I had like 3 nervous breakdowns in a week, and just went borderline. Like, I was shown on a subconscious level the realm of, and the path of getting into that space where it's like insanity and craziness on a subconscious level. And I was aware, because simultaneously I'm also taking a higher level eagle-eyed perspective whilst it's happening, trying to understand what's going on while feeling the emotion, while experiencing the energy and purging it. Grounding my energy, having faith, and knowing that my angels will never take me down a path that's going to destroy me completely. And this isn't for the faint-hearted or for the weak. Like, these are very advanced souls that go through this shit when you're simultaneously aware what's going on and having faith that your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels are taking you into deeper, darker terrains for a reason. Even though you may not know, you follow your intuition, you stay grounded, and you go in with the knowing that your angels, your guides, divinity, your spirit guides, your higher self have your back, right? And it's so hard sometimes in the midst of their energy to believe it, or to believe that this is happening for your highest good or whatever, because at the time it feels like you're going fucking insane. It's so impossibly dark and painful, and it seems like pure fucking torture. You just want it to end, right? This came up in group 1, so if you're going through anything like that, check out group 1, because the focus there was on look after yourself, slow it down, ground your energy, focus on one thing at a time, because you need to allow this energy to flow naturally and not rush it, right? You know, and now that I'm coming more and more out of that energy, I'm realizing more and more that I was meant to be taken to that extent and that extreme of darkness and borderline fucking craziness and insanity, to understand that part of the terrain of our subconscious, what it feels like subconsciously, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. Yeah, I know I'm meant to do deeper, you know, darker shadow work in my life. I know I'm meant to do some shamanic stuff, and I know I'm meant to do some of this stuff during these readings, right? And those of us who are meant to do these things have to go through these kind of deeper, darker parts and realms within our subconscious to understand, to be familiar with it energetically, so that when we revisit these terrains again within other people's subconscious or whatever, we're not shocked, we're not jarred, we're not taken aback, because we've explored this terrain, we've faced it, we've cleared any traumas, any dark energy that live within us on whatever level, right? In this realm of the subconscious, we've understood it, we've cleared it, we've alchemized it, and we've leveled up, we've ascended. On a soul level, we've risen higher intuitively, psychically, on a consciousness level. So who gives a fuck? This is light energy to me. It's nothing. It's someone just trying to fuck with you, or something trying to fuck with you. Don't take it personally. Don't make it personal. Remove the face and the name. Focus on the energy, the lesson, what it's trying to teach you, right? And just now, can you hear the rain? It's just started. Let me pause this so you can hear it. Hear the rain? Just started coming down now. Right. cleanse, wash away. Oh, you know what? I'm clearing that ash. Take this as an opportunity to do a final cleansing round. Inviting this beautiful high vibrational Palo Santo energy into our lives, into our spaces, around our spaces and homes, metaphorically, and clear the energy. Alright. May it bring divine wisdom and intuition and clear knowing and understanding within your heart and soul and mind and third eye and subconscious and body and energy, so you can understand why, and clear it with peace and love. Release and transmute it into pure divine love and ecstasy within you. May you level up and rise up in emotion and love and soul and spirit, in wisdom, in knowing, in cognizance, and in consciousness. Okay. In fact, I'm going to turn that down. And let the sound of the rain. I love the sound of the rain. It's so cleansing. It's so beautiful. $7:20. Stand your ground. You're so much more grounded and rooted. Your energy and your consciousness has expanded. Maybe it was here before, but all this darkness has allowed you to go deeper into your own subconscious darkness, terrain, and master it. To now you can say, hey, yeah, I've been there. I know how to do that. I know what that's about. And so you've risen up and leveled up in consciousness as well, and knowing and intelligence and wisdom as a result. All right. Wowie. With that being said, let's get you guys some advice cards. Level up, level up. Oh. Advice. Oh. This came up in a little quick personal reading I did on my personal Instagram yesterday. Very interesting. Level up, level up. Right, 2 came out. I just want 1, so I'm reshuffling. No, that's 2. The veil. Okay. I miss doing these readings with you. I miss doing these readings with you. I miss it, baby. Oh, one of these ones taking a while to come out with this Angel and Ancestors deck. God, I love the rain. It's so good. Yeah, Seer, the veil. Links to cluster 2, for sure. Alright, let's see. Alright, we've got advice, nature spirits. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight, ascend. Consciousness, level up on a soul level. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Connect with the beauty and the poetry and the romance of fucking nature, because it's all there for the taking. It's so funny, because just this morning, yesterday, I said to nature, because I felt a bit more far removed and disconnected, but I don't know, just experiencing nature and my soul on a different level since this shit blew up mid-August, since these people moved in and Lionsgate portal. So I said to nature yesterday, I said, fucking romance me. Romance me. Serenade me. Fuck a romance me connecting with the divine fucking spirit and essence of nature on that level, being the fucking mystic that I am. I mentioned this in group 2, altar, and here it is again. If you feel drawn to set up an altar in your home, cleanse your space, set up an area, set up a space for it, set one up. A sacred devotion, a worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Yeah, the water of the soul, the spirit, the emotion, the cleansing, the purifying, the rain, and the pure divine iridescent magic and ecstasy within us, within the water of our emotions, and our tears, and our love, and our spirit, and our soul. Oh yeah, wow. Look at that, mirror guardian. These are related. Mirror, seeing, reflecting, clairvoyance, definitely related to group 2 with the clairvoyant card. I was going to say the clairvoyant crystal, the iridescence, my god, the Labradorite, what's wrong with me? The veil, 41. It's quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. Didn't I say third eye, foggy? A half-swallowed glimpse of all that you truly are or can be, that the tears you bleed are ready for the storms to turn the fucking skies inward. Whew. Damn. Wow, to turn the skies inward, meaning you're you're embodying within your soul, through navigating all this dark terrain and crying and purging and rising up, you're embodying that risen up higher self, higher consciousness, higher knowing, higher fucking wisdom back within your spirit and soul. You're bringing the fucking fuck me with the poetry, the divine knowing and intelligence and wisdom and cognizance and psychic and intuitive energy, alright, and consciousness into your soul, into your inner world, so that it's fucking part of your blood and your spirit and your soul. Oh my god. Fuck. That's how you fucking romance me. That's how you fucking do it, baby. God damn. Mirror guardian, take time to reflect, because you know what? You have the whole fucking universe within you now, baby. Damn. Alright. See beyond the current situation. Higher level perspective. Learn whenever you're going through something sad, dark, deep, triggering. And it gets quicker and easier the more you consciously are aware that you want to understand the lesson in this emotion, this pain, this darkness, this grief, this dark emotion, this dark energy. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes you know, but the pain persists, like with what happened with these neighbours. I knew fairly early on it was coming, but it kept going, and I knew, you know, I'm not the revenge type, and because that shit can drive anyone fucking crazy, and just, oh, fuck. I knew, but it kept going. It was never ending. It kept fucking going. I understand. Alright, it's not all just, okay, I want to know why this is happening now, and you know, and it's over. No, sometimes it goes on for a long fucking time. And you're still in the middle of that pain and that torture and that anxiety and the depression and the sadness and the weakness and the powerlessness and the anger, the fucking rage, going, why the fuck is this going on? What the fuck is the lesson in this for me? Why the fuck am I going through this? Temper, balance. Temper, your temper. Maybe you're being taught how to temper your temper. Again, with the closed eyes, she's going with her intuition, she's going within. Alright? You've been going, this is very similar to group 2, you've been going through this deep dark shit to come back into a deeper part of your divine soul, essence, spirit, magic, love, color, iridescence, light, ecstasy, and fucking bliss within you. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I miss doing these readings. It was even more torture to go through the absence and to feel fucking robbed from the time these guys moved in around 10th of August. To feel robbed of my soul's magic and love and light and ecstasy by being robbed of doing these readings. Oh, it was just hell. It was pure fucking torture. Whew, shit I've been going through. I thought this was love again for some reason, but it reminded me straight away of this. Surrender to your heart. Surrender to your inner knowing. Surrender to your love, to your soul, to your spirit, and let her take you where she needs to take you, and to allow that pure divine cosmic power and spirit and essence from the skies, from the cosmos, from your intuition, from your higher self to come within you. This balance. Dancing with the moonlight, dancing with the balance, baby. You definitely should check out group 2 if you feel called to, because there was a strong emphasis on balance and mastering and alchemizing. Whoa, whoa, that fell. Oh, wow. Oh my god. We did healer. Some of you guys may have been dealing with some dark pain within your Chiron placement, which is really painful, but we're here to navigate it and go through it. It may involve shame for some of you guys, but with the 19 adding up to a 10 and a 1, essentially, this is giving me, this is the end of this cycle of shame, of darkness, of inner shame. Time for a new beginning. Alright, if definitely, again, if you feel drawn to group 2, check it out, because there were some similar themes there. Alright. I know what that's like. Whoever's aware and conscious of their Chiron placement, it's really painful. It's not meant to be pleasant or pretty. Let me see what else wants to come from this herbal astrology deck before I read these cards more. Yeah, joy. Look at that. Red flowers. Love. Love. 3 times. I'm going to do another card pull on top of all this. For those of you who feel that this is about love or a love reading or a relationship or something. So I feel that part of this. See again, with the third eye, and joy came up in group 2, reconnecting with your joy, to reconnect with your happiness, your love, to help you open up your third eye and your intuition and your psychic energy. Yeah, that came through earlier. Do things that you love, that bring you joy. Whilst navigating these dark energies and pain and sorrow and sadness, and trying to understand why it's happening, to help you clear and purge the energy out of your system. Death, yeah. Some of you guys may have been going through like a soul death. I'm gonna leave that there. And harmony. Yeah, to come back and find this balance within, to navigate and traverse the polar extremes of energies of darkness and light within us, so that we can learn and develop our own unique way of coming back to that central point within our souls, our spirits, our pure consciousness, our third eye, our psychic energy and knowing, our pure divine spirit and essence and soul. You've got it within you. You're almost there, or you've already got it, or you're about to break through to that point where you pull in. This is like the star card. Pull in. To me, the star cards are balancing again with the balancing theme, and the 2. Then we've got it here and here and here and here with the harmony, and here with the union. honestly forgot what I was just saying, but to learn how to balance these energies within you, to come back to that central point, because that's what life's about. It's always going to be full of extremes. It's up to us to figure out our own unique personalized way to come back to our central point, to sit with the lower vibrational energies, because it's not all joy and happiness and love. Like when we're experiencing this, it's hard to find joy when we're trying to feel sad, or we need to feel sad or anxious or grieving or crying or angry or whatever, right? So a lot of us incarnated at this point in time on earth are very high vibrational, powerful souls who are meant to keep navigating the extremes. And because that's how the game of life is designed for us as human beings. It's inbuilt with the experience of polar opposite energies and dichotomous extreme energies and extremes, so that we can figure out our own way to alchemize these energies, to bring these energies within us, or to bring our own energy back into balance and alignment. Okay, and back to our central point. Yeah, a lot of people will refer to it as different things, but come back to our central point, our pure divine soul and spirit and consciousness, in whichever way works for us. But generally, from what I've experienced in life, there's an element of grounding your energy, connecting with nature, connecting with your higher self, and figuring out your own way to bring that all together and make it work. That's what you're learning here, a lot of you. Death is painful. Yeah, literal and metaphoric. Generally it's metaphoric when we're dealing with these readings. But you have to go through it to understand what it feels like at the very bottom, and how to then pull yourself out of it. What's your way? Is it connecting with something you love that brings you joy and peace and happiness? Is it music? Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it swimming? Is it running? Is it rock climbing? Is it gardening? Is it hugging a tree? Whatever it is that you love doing. Is it connecting with animals? Is it going to the zoo? Not that I'm a huge fan of zoos per se, but is it cooking? Is that choreographing? I just got something like that with movement and harmony. Is it Tai Chi? Is it something? What brings you out of this energy? Yeah? Or what helps you reconnect with your soul and heart and love once you've finally cleared that energy from your vessel, from your heart, mind, soul, body, space? How do you come back to your happiness? Because some people clear it and they can get stuck there and they get so used to dark energy, it's hard for them to reconnect with their heart and love and peace and joy. What is it for you? Find it and do it. And figure out the ways, the things that work best for you, and pack them into your little toolbox to go and pull out later, if or when a new fresh cycle of darkness may hit. You may encounter again. A lot of us have to keep going through these cycles. I don't even know if there's ever an end, if there's ever just an eternal pure sweet spot in the middle. Maybe for high vibrational souls who've paid off a lot of, dark karmic debts. I don't know, because I'm still going through a lot of cycles. It keeps testing your patience, but for now it is what it is, right? The altar is telling me your ancestors, higher selves, your spirit guides, your angels would like you to have a more physical, tactile connection with them. And an altar is a great way to do that. I was never into them. And I don't like to do things just because others do them, or just because it sounds right. I like to feel it. I'm very intuitively guided in that way. And even then, I like to do it in my own way. Alright, you want to set up an altar with this or that or whatever? Alright. I feel drawn to set up an altar, and I'm going to do it in my own way, whichever way I feel called to. Whatever, right? You do what feels right for you. I don't know why I'm holding on to this yarrow card, so I'm going to read it. What number is it? 15. Oh, my back. Gosh. Let me stretch. Oh, God. Oh, I was mentioning in one of the readings how my back injury flared up. Yarrow, equilibrium, balance, discernment, nourished psychic shield, divinatory empathy. Wow. Sensitivity. Here's it. Here it is. If you want to read it, pause it and read it. I'm just going to skim through it and read what feels right. The land name for Yarrow comes from the hero of Greek myth, Achilles, who was said to give Yarrow to soldiers to heal wounds. The only reason I read that was the wounded healer here. That's a 15! Oh my goodness. I love these synchronicities. And stanch bleeding during the Trojan War. To me, metaphorically, symbolically, this is saying figure out a way to balance your energies. Again, with the Chariot, which you're in the middle of doing now and mastering. So that this is going to help you navigate these deep wounds of your Chiron placement, right? Yarrow's historical use as a divinatory flower. Ooh, is extensive. So divination, the I Ching. Yeah, I noticed that. And the tears again. The waters. The tears, the rain. And Venus. Yeah, I felt drawn to as I was reading that bit to put this here. They said divinatory, and I thought, let this be the fresh start to my little love reading I'm going to do now. And that just confirmed it. Ruled by Venus. Yarrow is said to provide relief from patterns of disharmony and help cleanse one of unhealthy sorrow or trickling depression. Yarrow embodies harmony, a key concept of Venusian symbology. The balance are Libra as well. Libra with the love and the union. Ooh, my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh, there you go. Balancing force represented by Libra, one of Venus's rulers, is an appropriate metaphor for how harmonizing Yarrow is as a medicine. Venus, as the archetypical manifestation of beauty and aesthetics, also represents self-love, unity, and empathy. This is also giving me Venus vibes here. Yeah? Beautiful, my loves. Wow. Wow. Solid boundaries. Yeah, stand your ground. Look at that part. Pause it if you want to read out the guidance. If you're feeling emotionally drained or too sensitive for today's world, it's time to set solid boundaries with love, with your heart, to regain balance. Use your empathic abilities as grounding cords to your psychic powers and divinatory skills. Some of you are discovering some divination skills or energies within you, such as tarot reading or doing divination in different ways with the I Ching, with rocks, with whatever you feel drawn to. Yeah, allow your sensitivity to be a filter for what is allowed within your psychic field and what isn't. Okay, as I was saying earlier with the psychic attacks and all that, you filter it through. One thing I've learned is if you have a suspicion when you're having a psychic attack or when you're hearing certain things with your clairaudience, in your subconscious and you're unsure and you're feeling anxious or whatever, and troubled or in the realm of your psychic energy, makes a 1, the death card, by the way, which is a new beginning, a fresh start, rebirth. If you allow that thought to fester, you're going to keep attracting energies within your subconscious and energy in life to attach to that thought, that fear, that suspicion, to allow you to work through it, navigate it. Whereas if you dismiss it, it'll be like, okay, I'm aware this is one little part of my subconscious that my subconscious wants me to be aware of, and then put it aside. It's done. You gain mastery and control of your subconscious in that way. So allow your sensitivity to be a filter for what is allowed within your psychic field and what isn't. Like the magic of the white heron, move slowly with precision as you navigate emotional waters. Yeah, we had a lot of water come through earlier, remember? Heron teaches us the power of self-reflection. Wow. As a way to transcend judgmental projections and low self-worth. Yeah. So you may feel like, oh, why am I stuck? Why am I anxious? Who's trying to hurt me? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you just got to go deeper into this feeling of anxiety and pain and grief, darkness, to understand it, and then you'll come out of it. Draw clear boundaries. Stand your ground. Examine yourself from a detached perspective. I said that, right? Remember? Was it this or the last reading? I can't remember. Higher level. Yeah, this one. I love it. Don't blame situations or others as a reason to remain stuck. Didn't I just fucking say that? Oh my goodness. And I said it earlier too. I love it. Yarrow's white light teaches us the power. Oh my god, I'm remembering that it's almost Christmas and I'm so looking forward to it. I love Christmas time. Yarrow's white light teaches us the power of shielding while remaining gentle in the process of self-discovery. I told you, it's all about us learning. It's a journey to our souls, to our deeper souls and spirits and consciousness. All right. Oh, I'm going to pause, have a break, come back, do love reading for you. Hello, my beautiful angels. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Guys, so yesterday, yesterday morning, basically, I was meant to come back and do a reading, but I ended up having some breakfast and had a shower, and I had to go and pick up my car, and yeah, just wasn't really feeling it, so all good. Guys, I wanted to, let's first start with lighting a candle, and I went with a pink theme today, pink light source, pink, and I wanted to do this wild rose incense just for this part of your reading, but I'm all out, so I found these that I haven't used yet. Which one shall I go with? Let me have a smell. Ooh, they're both nice. I'm gonna intuitively pick this one. Oh, honey nectar or old bouquet. I'm so confused. Not this one. Let's just say I picked both in an ideal world. Let's just do some deep breaths together. Cleanse this space. I know I need it. I feel like for a lot of you guys, as I said yesterday, part of the reason, or a big reason why all this stuff was happening, all this anxiety, all this alone time and all that sort of thing, was to help you guys both, to help you come into union with your higher self, come into union with your and my spirit guide candles is going crazy, just to confirm. You know what, I'll put it in camera view so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you can both sort of, whether you've met this person or not, so you can both go your own separate ways, have your own separate spiritual sort of awakening journeys and so on, and then come back together. Not for all of you. I feel like for a lot of you guys though. I'm just getting myself ready. And I got this beautiful little incense holder today, my little pink lotus. I love it. I've got you here today. I'll do another quick cleanse and then we'll do a couple of deep breaths. And we'll get back into a reading. And after this I feel like doing some more readings for my TikTok channel. And if you feel called to follow me on there, please do so, because I do different videos. On that one they're usually shorter and I don't post them to YouTube, not yet. No, I'm not doing that at the moment. Alright my love, so we were starting with, let's do 3 deep breaths. One, 2 now. Oh, see, I needed that. And one more. Okay guys, welcome to this second bonus part of your reading. I want to just remind you of this card. I feel like it's the opening card for this part of your reading. So roses is the theme here, and I love the fact that you can't see their faces, because the focus then is on the soul and the spirit and the love, the energy of love, and the soul and the spirit and the heart. The soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. Oh, it's such a sweet. It's almost like this coming together after such a long time, hard time away in this lifetime again, whether you guys have met or not in the physical world. But it's a really nice, it's a nice feeling, it's a nice energy. So I intentionally left everything as it is, because just in case, I've mentioned in previous readings I'm big on placement, so in case a particular card falls on top of another one, you've seen how it works in my reading so far, where sometimes I'll like pull a card and it happens to fall right under another one with like the same name or the same theme or the same imagery. So I'm just going to roll with it. And I pulled a couple of different decks for you. This one that I'm going to start with is this one, True Love Oracle. Show me current energy. What do you need to hear? Oh, dude, come on. Oh, and I'm gonna leave harmony there because I think I remember that was another. I'm gonna leave Stand Your Ground underneath this one exactly how I placed it at the start of this reading, because I feel like it's relevant, especially to something to do with your heart or relationship. Okay, and this harmony card sort of beautifully tied in. So let's use the rest of this space for your reading. What do you need to hear about your LOVE life, your love life, your relationship, intimate, romantic, self-respect, stand your ground. Look at that, that's another mountain. Can't make this shit up. Almost looks like a UFO. I have a feeling, and you know, in the spiritual and consciousness sort of space and community, there's been some more messages that apparently we're going to be making open contact soon. I welcome it. Let's do it already. This world, this planet is just facing too much fuckery at the moment, and I think that's part of the reason I'm feeling a bit down, like we all are. But I'm looking forward to doing my next YouTube reading, which is going to be centered around, you know, I mentioned it in this reading somewhere. I felt called to do it yesterday around what can you do, you know, to help with whatever's going on in the world at the moment. And I feel like for a lot of us it's going to be stuff on a personal level, but yeah, there's just a lot of crazy shit going on. It's just too much, you know. This is giving me self-respect and stand your ground when it comes to your spiritual elevation. Again, you can't see her face, so this is, and neither can you see her face with this one. So the messages are starting to come together and synchronize. Look at that. Self-respect in matters of the heart, because that's where you're headed. Also self-respect in terms of the journey you've taken to get to such a high vibrational place, to come in union with your higher self, and all the work you've done to reach this point and this place of higher consciousness. So again, which is what I said at the start of this bonus reading, you have done a lot. Let me turn this up. You've done a lot of work to get you to this point alone, and you're almost there at the very top, at the very peak. I mean, really, we keep climbing and ascending in life. There's no like one highest point and then that's it. No, we keep going. So, but it's like you're almost at a really grand, lofty place, right? It's imminent. Look at that. You've got high vibrational entities and energies waiting to greet you. I love it. It's like, just keep walking, keep walking. This could be a matter of someone. Didn't remember I said this at the start, because, you know, a lot has gone on since yesterday, so I've got all the details, but I remember mentioning like this may be an ex coming back around, or someone who you had a falling out with or whatever, and it didn't work out, and they may be coming. It really comes as a test, and ultimately it's designed by your higher self, by yourself, you know. So it's like, nah, get out of my way. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. Excuse me. And just as I place this down, this card with the death, the metaphoric death of self or parts of self that were keeping you up at night and anxious and worried, could have been from this person that may be coming back around. It's like a reminder to go, no, whoever or whatever was causing you this, clear it out of your path. Okay, let's keep pulling. God, I love doing readings. Oh my god. Well, we're gonna go with those two then. The Sacred Woman is who you are, and maturity. You've matured a lot. This may be someone immature with an immature energy coming back around. All right, or a situation, a job offer or something. It's like, no, I'm this person now. I'm much more evolved. Could even be something, yeah, to do with work, but we're not talking about that, are we? Because we're looking at love, relationship. Could be though. Could be something to try and sway you off this course, this path, and you're like, no. So I'm more aligned with what my heart wants now, my intuition. With the Two of Swords, this doesn't feel right for me anymore. You know, I'm out here fucking with nature and looking after myself and loving myself and climbing and ascending on my own journey and taking care of my soul and spirit and consciousness. I don't care. Like, I can relate to this message on a job perspective, because I got so fucking sick of doing office jobs. I left my one a couple of years ago, my last one, and with the intention of never going back to another office job again, and trying, respecting myself and honoring my heart and soul and spirit, and choosing to sacrifice money, a lot of money, the last couple of years to honor my heart, to honor my soul, my spirit, my inner sanctity and sacredness and spiritual journey and creativity, primarily at the time. It was a good few months into the start of my spiritual awakening, but at the time the reason was to focus on my creative stuff, you know. which it wasn't working even with a part-time job, because I realized that time and having as much freedom with my time as I could possibly get was really important to me, and I decided to honor that. And it's been a big struggle since, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really have a solid backup plan. So I'd always like to advise you guys to have a good solid backup plan, but you know, the more solo time I spent after that, the more I was able to focus on my own spiritual path and awakening, and, you know, trauma facing and purging and healing and growing and transformation and all that sort of thing. And thinking back, as guilty as I may have felt in the last couple of years, because, you know, my financial situation is not great at the moment, but as guilty as I may have felt many times of like, oh, I could have just done this job or this job, and I could have been able to do X, Y, or Z with money at the moment. It's, you know, I only recently really thought back about it on it, and I was like, you know what, man, all the purging and shit that I've been doing the last couple of years, there's no way I could have fucking held down an office job like that needed me to be at a particular place at a particular time, a particular days of the week. Like, there's no fucking way. So I knew that was a nice relief for me to have that realization, because I knew I walked the right path, and sometimes we do have to make these sacrifices to honor our heart and soul and spirit. And but if you can learn anything from my experience, it's just have a backup plan, have some savings going to keep you going in the meantime while you're transitioning. Okay, I don't know why I was going about that. This is my, what is this? Magical Spirit deck. Just gonna pull from this one. I'm gonna lay them out and focus on your cards. Okay. Space, time, and self. Hey, trusting the places you feel guided towards. That's fucking crazy. I was just talking about that. I'm no longer like surprised by the synchronicities. Infinity, reincarnation, 5D, yeah, space, time, and self. Taking time out for yourself. You know, if you've ever felt guilty, or someone's made you feel, maybe you were in a relationship and you left it and you felt very anxious and worried and blah blah blah, guilty, whatever, and someone made you feel that way. It's like, I think you'll feel from this reading that you made the right decision to honor your heart and your intuition, right? Okay. Let's do this bad boy. These are like hard to shuffle, but there we go. These love heart shaped. I don't know. I mean, it's a nice novelty idea, but practicality wise, they're not the best. Let me lay them out and I'll get one of these. No. This one. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. There you go. Heaven on earth. Alright. So what do you guys have? Space, time, and self. Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. The protectress. Strength. Boundaries. Amulet. Stand your ground. Protect your energy. Yeah, this is nice, guys. A lot of you guys have come into much higher vibrational energies and consciousness and parts of yourself and soul and spirit, and you know that, and you know what you've got is so sacred and valuable, and there's a strong sense of wanting to protect that no matter what comes in your way. I love it. What do we have here? Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yeah. Okay. It feels like the preparation to allow, like, the final touches to create this open path and space. Look at this. Space, time and self, new opportunities. This is a path. You know, you're creating a space. You have been for a long time, but I feel like a lot of the dark stuff, a lot of the laborious, you know, painful stuff and the hard work's mostly out of the way with you guys. That's what I'm feeling, and it's now like time for a lot more higher vibrational energy to come through into your life. Fuck knows I'm in this position myself too. It's like at 41 years old to never have had a proper good solid relationship. I mean, not the kind that I need anyway. It's like it's time already, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's time for creating heaven on earth. Okay, embrace. That's 2 embraces. Look at that. Oh, you can see their fishes now. Oh, so cute. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Oh, they're so cute. And the fact that this fell on top of shame, and I felt drawn to that right now. There could be something that you're ashamed of on a personal, intimate level, vulnerability, something that it feels as though this coming together with your counterpart, your divine counterpart, is going to really just melt away all of these fears, all of this shame, all of these worries, all of this anxiety that you had, and it's just going to feel whole and beautiful and blissful and heavenly. But it's a very I told you guys, a lot of you guys on my channel are very high vibrational souls, very wise, old, mature souls. So this feels like a very high vibrational, mature, spiritually mature love, which is amazing. Okay, for me personally, that's the only really kind that I want. It's never appealed to me to settle. Maybe some of you guys resonate with me and my own personal sort of journey as well. You know, God knows I've had fuck tons of opportunities, and that's including all the shitty relationships I've had in the past, and the karmic fucking relationships. I'm so sick of it. I'm so ready for like beautiful, new, blissful, you know, emotional and spiritual beginnings, like, but of a very high caliber, because that's who I am. That's who I know I am. Like, I have changed so much, or transformed, since my, you know, spiritual awakening late 2021. And it, you know, even back then when I was ready and I thought I was ready, I still don't understand honestly why it hasn't happened since then. But I can look back and go, I've still changed and grown a lot within the last 3 years on a spiritual level. So who knows? I honestly have no idea why it's taken this fucking long for me, but I'll find out, even if it's in another lifetime. Like, I'm at the point now, I know I'm supposed to be giving hope and shit, but I don't know, you go through what I've been through and you just hit a point where you're like, you know what, man, I understand that it may very well even not happen in this lifetime. It sucks. I genuinely hope it does, but it's a reality that it's a possible reality, but I'll find out why, because it's been so fucking unfair and unjust. Anyway, we don't want to talk about that, but I'm saying it for a reason. I just don't want to keep going on about it. Let's introduce some hope and light and love into this reading. And again, with this card here, the focus has very much been on yourself, or will be, but for the vast majority of you, it has been. And now it's time for this union to happen, right? And you know this is the most sacred, honorable path for you. Now you realize this. Now you know this was the best path. This separation had to happen because you had to grow and rise. Just getting a bit emotional. On your own. you know, but I feel like for a lot of us in this reading we're owed emotional justice. You can almost see the tears in her eyes here, and this card sometimes gives me the energy of wearing your heart on your sleeve, you know, but it's also your badge of honor. So some people may have betrayed you, played with your heart. We got betrayal here, didn't we? Was it this reading? Or was it? I think it was the last reading. And I understand the pain. It's really, really, really painful. But you know, we have to walk these paths alone, a lot of us, to reach the mountaintop. Yeah, to reach the epitome and the peak of our spiritual and soul and heart level transformation and growth. Peak again, so that we can I mean, the answer's right here. I was looking for it, and there's another mountain too, so that we can have heaven on earth, you know. It's happening, it's telling me now, it's happening for you. For a lot of you guys, it's in the works, it's in the process right now, okay? You don't know the amount of times I've heard in readings, like I've listened to a lot of readings for my own personal self. Hang in there, be more patient, your guys are asking you to be more patient, this is the last stretch, blah blah blah. I fucking hate hearing that, especially as a fucking Aries moon. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? I cannot. I mean, do you want me to be dead and fucking buried as a corpse, as a rotting corpse? Didn't we have that in this reading? The rot? Was that the previous one? That was the previous one. And you're gonna be like, hey, hang in there, keep waiting. It's like, what the fuck am I waiting for exactly? Like, do you know what I mean? Oh my god, anyway. Let's cleanse and our collective fucking pain out of this fucking reading once and for all. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. For fuck's sake, let's invite this beautiful new love. I feel like putting this here to have the focus be in the center on love. Okay. And this bad boy here. Let's welcome and invite pure divine emotional justice for all of us. And not only in matters of relationships, but for the whole world. Emotional justice for all of humanity and planet Earth and animals and nature. I mean, there are so many animals that are also getting caught up in these wars that a lot of these human beings have been waging as well, that a lot of people tend not to care about. It's like, we're all divine spirits and souls here on this planet, and we should all be looking out for each other, you know. I feel like this is a bit of a purging session for us, but this is sacred purging. And I know it's going to be very emotional, your unions. Because if you're anything like me, it's been really, really, really difficult and really hard to do this alone for so fucking long. This is not the way I expected this reading to go, but it is what it is, right? And it's like, it's time, you know. It's like, we all deserve it, and we've all been through too much. This planet has been through too much. Our hearts have been through too much. Our souls have been through too much. We just need this. We need this for the planet. We need this for ourselves. We need this for all beautiful beings on this planet. We need this for divinity's sake, you know. We need this for the sake of our galaxy and our universe. And let's embrace it and open it with welcome arms. And remember what it's like to have a human heart and why we have a human heart. We're not here to live alone. We're not here, you know, to ride this life out solo. You know what I mean? Otherwise we wouldn't be human beings. We would be other beings. You didn't need intimacy. You didn't need, you know, union with another human being. So I have faith that our intentions are all in the right place, and whatever's best for us, for our highest good, will happen in the best way at the best time, my loves. And I genuinely hope and manifest for all of us watching this reading and taking part in this reading that we all, in addition to planet Earth and all human beings and animals and plants and nature and the universe, comes into union with pure divine emotional and spiritual justice. Okay, I look forward to our beautiful divine emotional and spiritual justice for all of us. Please let me know how this goes